Well, hello everybody. My name is Conor McGilligan, and this is your Southampton and Boro watch-along. We've not done the playoffs yet on the channel. I was doing some content for Betfred, and I've not been able to get onto the playoff push yet. Leeds United, my team, were obviously playing last night, so I was doing a watch-along for that. But I am buzzing to say that this is the first watch-along of the playoff campaign. We will be doing, of course, the playoff final like we did last year. Sunderland fans, if you do remember, and Sheffield United fans, if you do remember, that was nearly a year ago. Good God. And what a final that was. I'm looking forward to this one because I watched the game last time out. I didn't actually do a watch long for it. It was a bit daft from me, to be honest with you, but I didn't do it. And there was a main reason. Maybe Leeds were on later on. But this game felt like a lot better. I thought Boro were brilliant. And do you know what? I said Southampton would win all along, but I've just got a sneaky feeling for Boro last night. They were the dominant side. Southampton came into it, I felt, a little bit later on in that game at Boro. I've not actually seen the lineups yet, so I'm just going to have a quick look, and we'll have a little bit of a gander at what's going on with both sides. He's not there. See, I thought Hayden Hackney would have been back for this one. I don't know if he's on the bench. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comment section below. This is pretty much the same side as they put out last time, Boro. I have to say, I thought Aidan Morris was excellent. I thought Riley McGree was really good when it came to that balance on the left foot, enabling Matt Targett to get into the game a little bit more. Looks like they've gone with a back five here. Thought Tommy Conway was a lot better as well. I thought he almost played alongside Strelic, but off that left-hand side, cutting in his right foot. Whittaker grew into the game, but I thought in particular Riley McGree and Aidan Morris were excellent in that game last time out. It's just the same thing that we always say with Boro people. It is that finishing touch. It's the finishing touch every single time. You know, their XG is a joke this season for certain games, and still they're not able to get that final touch. And it is slightly concerning when you're looking at this game, I think. Let me just share this, everybody, so people on social media can maybe get a look of it. If you would, guys, you guys sharing this really, really helps me out. We're trying to grow the channel. And naturally, it takes a little bit longer with the second channel when you're doing it on general football teams. But I hope you guys enjoy my takes when it comes to general football teams. And I'd like to grow this channel as much as I could. And it's hopefully going to build us into the World Cup watch-alongs as well. So let me just get this out. Here we go. But yeah, it's quite nice because we've got a lovely little tight-knit community already here, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So yeah, thanks a bunch for all of you guys. Make sure you slap a like on the video. Let me get into a few of your comments, shall we? But yeah, overall, really happy for this one. I'm just going to get into this Boro team. Was really impressed by Luke Ayling last week against, or I should say last time out. I thought Ayling was the best player on the pitch. Was really creating moments on that right side of that centre-back partnership. Yeah, I thought he was incredible, Luke Ayling. It was probably one of his best games I've seen of him this season. Aidan Morris and the connectivity, as I've mentioned, between him and Riley McGree was brilliant. Morris in his individual battle, he's so underrated in this Boro team. So underrated, Aidan Morris. He's my player. He's one of my players of the season, actually. He's my player of the season for Boro, 100%. But I didn't think Sol Brynn was tested that much until the end when Ross Stewart came on and changed the dynamic of it a little bit. Targett, I thought, played well last time out. Britain, I thought, was quieter than normal. I'd like to see him getting a little bit further forward and getting that ball into the box where maybe Boro can flood the area with Strelic and Conway with almost Mong Whittaker maybe just approaching as that box-to-box player. But yeah, really enjoyed Boro's performance. And obviously, they'll be looking at Hull and maybe licking the lips and thinking they can get something here. These lot are just... It's just the quality that they've got, and they've made changes for this game as well. Shea Charles actually starts this game, which is interesting. They've not changed the back line. I think Perez has been unbelievable between the sticks. I thought Nathan Wood had a little bit of a shaky game in possession against Boro last time out. I thought they were pressing him really well. Obviously, Harwood Bellis' brilliant effort from that free kick, I believe it was, that hit the woodwork. Yander in midfield. Shea Charles has come in. Matsuki is also come in for this one, which is an interesting change. Leo Cienzi, I don't think Southampton got him into the game enough. And obviously a little bit of a change for this one in Ross Stewart starting up top. As always, everybody, we are sponsored by OK Jersey with the code Connor. You can get 8% off. The link will be in the description for that. But let me know your scores in the comments section below. Arthur's in the building. Hi, Arthur. Good to see you in here, pal. All right, Con, thoughts on Hull beating Millwall? Well, Arthur, I have to be honest, mate. I thought I thought Millwall started the game really well. I thought Femi Aziz looked much more like Femi Aziz. I don't think we saw enough of him, to be honest, at the MKM. I thought he was kind of neutralized to a certain extent, but I thought in the first 10 minutes he was outrageously good, and a little bit scary, to be honest. And I thought at this point Millwall are going to be able to grapple this game back. But I watched the full game back today. I thought Hull really grew into it. And I actually was really frustrated by Balumi last time out at the MKM. I didn't think he was good enough. I didn't think he was efficient enough on the ball. But my goodness, how good was he? How good was he last night? And this is what I mean with Balumi. I think Ollie McBurney said it after the game. He can be whatever he wants to be, but it's the inconsistency sometimes. And you know he's come back from that ACL, so it's going to take a little bit of time. Same thing with Miller, of course, Liam Miller. But once again, Ollie McBurney stood tall, was a great focal point, I thought. And in the game at the MKM, I thought Kramer was very good. I thought Jake Cooper was very good. They did miss Caleb Taylor a little bit. But I actually thought in this game, McBurney really had them. I thought, especially with the last sort of 20, 30 minutes, when you look at the introduction of someone like Joe Gelhardt into proceedings as well, who opened it up from a technical standpoint. And it's an unbelievable win. And Hull have won down there before. Millwall, I don't think they properly turned up. We've seen a much better Millwall this season. And I don't know about you guys, but was there maybe a question on the Millwall fans that, you know, and that's not to dig out the Millwall fans. I thought they were really quiet. You heard the initial bell, and at the start of the second half, bell, but I thought it was very subdued for the Den. And maybe there was just a lot of pressure. Maybe there was just a lot of pressure on, I don't know, maybe them to get the result. But there was the same pressure on Hull as well. I think Millwall will do okay next season. I've actually just seen my mate Callum Fowler post something on Millwall doing as well next season. I'm going to push back on that a little bit because I think they're going to lose Kramer. I think they're going to lose Femi Aziz. And when you're talking about that in that Millwall side, you're never going to replicate that. It's going to be hard to replicate that anyway when it comes to that quality and abundance. So Millwall are going to be an interesting case study next season. Do I think they're going to go on to that next level and like win the division like we saw when, you know, we've seen a couple of times when teams have stayed down and then gone on better next season? I don't know. And that's purely because of the skill level that Millwall have in that team. Are they going to be able to replicate it again and evolve next season? In my opinion, a better championship, a stronger championship than what has been this season. 7A, mate. Who do you think wins today? Hope you well. Good to see you in here, mate. I know you took a pelting on the other channel last night. Apologies for that. I think I want Boro to win, but I think Southampton are going to win. Sorry for any Saints fans who are in here, but I think Saints will win. I think they'll just have enough. Loves in the build now, mate. Neil says, what did you think? What do you think, Neil? What do you think last night, mate? Yeah, just didn't think you were at the races. As I said, watched the full game back today because I was occupied last night. Millwall, for me, have been so impressive at so many points this season. I look at that game in particular in the second half against Ipswich, and I loved Millwall's performance that second half. Ivanovic and Coburn up top, Femi Aziz causing absolute chaos. What I would say, especially in the MKM, Casper Denor, I thought was poor. Didn't really get to grips of the midfield. Again, I thought Crooks, again last night, made some really key passes. And I actually thought when you look at that central midfield battle, I think when you look at Regan Slater, when you look at Crooks, I thought they won it. In terms of that battle in the midfield. And yeah, with Millwall, I was quite disappointed with them, to be honest with you. Marcus is in the building. All right, can I, pal? Tommy Case to smash a like. How's it going, Tommy? Mike's in the building. Let's go. Good to see you in here, pal. How's he saying? Hope you're okay, Connor. Who's going down, Spurs or West Ham? Irons. I think Spurs will sadly get out of it. And who would you like to see? And would you like to see? I'd like, oh, mate, 100%. I'd like to see Hull go up. Yeah, I would. I just prefer Boro to go up. I don't know. I don't know. I have soft spots in football. Got a little bit of a soft spot for Boro. So, yeah, I'd like to see Boro go up. I just think they're such a well-run club. Always had a good academy, really solid ownership. I think they've always brought in academy players and gave them time as well. They've always been a club with really good recruitment. And for the area, they've got good support. So I don't mind Boro, to be honest with you. I don't mind them. So they're probably a team that I'd like to see in the Premier League. And I think they give a good go of it as well. But if you're talking with the greatest of respect about teams coming up and struggling to a certain level, I think Hull would go up, and the objective wouldn't be for Hull to come straight back down, but I think there would probably be an Ipswich ideology with Hull, where Hull would probably come up similar to Millwall. I think Millwall would do this as well and go, well, if we go up, we'll give it a good go, but we're then going to be in good stead if we come down again and then go again. If that makes sense to people, I think that's kind of the route Ipswich took as well. They went up, added to that League One squad, added caliber to that team, but they knew maybe they didn't have enough quality to sustain Premier League level, so they knew they were going to dip. Anything else was going to be a bonus. They knew they were going to dip, but then they get stronger again going back up. And I think that's what it does. You get those parachute payments, you get that notoriety, that TV money, more fans through the gates as well in the Premier League. And I just think, merchandise sales, et cetera, more attention. And I just think maybe Hull and Millwall would look at that. And as a Leeds fan, I would be wanting weaker teams to come up. As I want, the weaker teams to stay up overall, which I think is West Ham in the Premier League. So it gives Leeds more of a chance next season to stay up. It's very selfish. Finn says, hope Boro go through purely so we can bring Cienza in. Yeah, wouldn't be bad, Finn, would it, mate? Arthur says, you class con, keep up the good work. Oh, top man. Thanks, Arthur. Really appreciate it, buddy. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Kay's in the building. Good evening, Connor. How are you? I'm very good, mate. Thank you very much. Tao's here. Hi, Tao. Middlesbrough deserve to win. They've had a better season and didn't cheat their opponents. Hey, we can't be saying that, can we? And all of the spies fading away. Southampton win 2-1, but Spygate punishment will be banned from final and Boro promoted. Higgs in the building. Hi, Higgs. Afternoon, Connor, mate. Looking forward to this one. Rooting for Boro tonight. Southampton in the Prem. Yeah, I think Southampton might be a little bit stronger as well. I have the feel they'll be a little bit stronger. I think when you're looking at this team, I still think they've got like quite a good nucleus. Maybe a bit of a stronger nucleus than they had last time. I think Daniel Peretz is arguably a Premier League goalkeeper. Taylor Howard-Bellis, for me, is a Premier League defender. I look at that midfield. Could Shea Charles make that step up? There's a bit of a question mark over him. I think he's been excellent for them this season. Azaz is kind of that conversation of the Championship and the Premier League. I don't think he would be athletic enough in the Premier League. Look at Cienza, he is, and I think they'd need to do a lot of work up top, but they've got maybe a few players who you would look at and think, okay, maybe they can acclimatise. When you look at this Boro team, I think they'd have to do a lot, Boro. I think they'd have to do a lot, and that is years out of the Premier League, isn't it? It really is years out of the Premier League. Maybe you could look at Aidan Morris, maybe you could look at Riley McGree, but with McGree, I'd always look at his fitness issues. Ailing, I'm not convinced he's a Premier League player anymore. Dale Fry, not for me. Malander, potentially. Malander is definitely someone who I'd look at. I think he's been exceptional since he's come in for Boro. But, yeah. So maybe Malander, Target. I don't mind Target at all. And he's probably someone who you'd use, isn't he? Maybe he's a second rotation left back. But starters, Malander, Morris. That's it for me in that team. And obviously Hackney, but he's out injured, isn't he? I predicted 2-2 and Boro to win on penalties. Steve's in the building. I'm not a fan of Hull, but because of the crap I was getting living in Durham, send the clowns where they belong. Fair enough. Gaz says Boro are perennial bottlers. Saints to win 3-1. Arthur says Boro really impressed me. It will be 2-1 today, which I may. Yeah, that'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? It'd be quite nice because I think a lot of people were expecting it, probably including myself, to be a Millwall Southampton final. So for it to be Hull versus Boro, and I wouldn't be able to call that, I think Boro would be the favourites. Let's have a look at the head-to-heads. Boro versus Hull results this season. So Hull have beaten Boro at Boro 1-0, but then Boro went to Hull and won 4-1. But yeah, and they absolutely battered them as well on the 5th of December. Strellick, Gilbert, Whittaker, and Riley McGree. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Conlab, when is relegation rhythm? I'm not sure, Lofts, because unfortunately, Gio's one of his children might be having surgery, so I think he's up in Glasgow at the minute. So you'll have to wait and see, mate. I'm not 100% sure myself. I'll keep you in tune. It's probably White Noise is going to be tomorrow with Brownie, a little bit before that on the other channel. Man Cave Hobby says, Connor, would you hand the game to West Ham and give them the win? I'm a bit of a weirdo with this one because it's... I literally do not want, I would never, ever want Leeds to lose. It is interesting, though, when you kind of look at the state that Leeds are in terms of next season and where I'd like the club to be. I think West Ham are going to be down there. So it doesn't really make logistical sense for me to say I want West Ham to go down because I think if they're down there, we've got a chance of finishing above them next season because I think next season for Leeds and other clubs is all about survival. So you want more teams down there with you. I can't understand fans who maybe want Spurs to win who don't or who don't care, because I think it kind of just gets rid of one of our relegation rivals for next season, and I don't want to do that. I'd rather them be in the division. If you can bring up, if you can have, I don't know, let's say Sunderland are maybe in a little bit of a battle, maybe Brentford, if they lose some key personnel again, who knows? Palace without Glasner, and then you've got West Ham down there, and then you've got the likes of maybe Hull and Ipswich and Cov. It makes it way more easier, doesn't it? And a little bit more advantageous, you'd hope. Gaz says, Sunderland fan here, hope Boro win, an easier way. I get that, Gaz. I get that, man. I get that. Arthur says Hellberg's a top coach, though, for teams like West Ham going down. Yeah, do you know what, Arthur? I think the one that I'm looking at, when it comes to, like, if West Ham were to go down, it's Scotty Parker, innit? Does anybody not see that? It's Scott Parker. It's nailed on. Sullivan won't have to pay a fee. He's not owned to a football club at the minute, Parker. It just stinks of Sullivan going for that cheap option in Scotty Parker. And they'll have a relatively decent budget with player sales, you'd imagine, West Ham in the Championship, even though they have to pay a lot of install. West Ham are still paying off players from like 3 or 4 years ago, and paying hefty installment fees. So they'll have to generate a lot in player sales. If you are listening to a lot of the finance experts on West Ham, it's not as easy as them going down and selling Matheus Fernandes for 80 million quid, which I've read today and I nearly fell off my chair. It's going to be a lot of cost cutting, and they might have to rely on the likes of Freddie Potts. They might have to rely on players like that, maybe young players coming through and the odd addition. But yeah, it's going to be fascinating to see if Scotty Parker does go there, to be honest. But I reckon if they did go down, that could be it. There's a reason why Southampton only just squared it into the playoffs. Boro seems solid. Yeah. Leeds fans should be getting behind Joffe. Anyone from either Hull or Saints would you take to Leeds? Probably the biggest one I'd have taken would have been, if I'm honest with you, from Hull, Charlie Hughes. What worries me about Charlie Hughes in the Premier League is his physicality. If you watch him up against Josh Coburn last week, Josh Coburn won every single physical duel against him. Now, if he's getting pinned by, it'd be interesting to see him pinned like up against Ross Stewart in the final, to be honest with you. But the intelligent footballers will pin Charlie Hughes because of his physicality. They're not going to go on to Egan, on the other side of the centre-back partnership. And I would be worried about Charlie Hughes' athleticism in the Premier League. I love Kramer. I think Kramer's a brilliant player at Millwall. I think Charlie Hughes is a much better technical player than Kramer, but I think Kramer's more of an athlete than Charlie Hughes. And it was that playoff semi-final game that worried me a little bit with Hughes up against Coburn. I thought he got mauled, if I'm honest with you. And I think it was bad from Dan Neal's perspective. Dan Neal. Alex Neil, Dan Neil. I couldn't get Dan Neil out of my head. I think it's because that Sunderland fan that just came in. But I thought with Alex Neil, it was a bit short-sighted not putting Femi Aziz just on Josh Coburn's touch, or at least Ivanovic up there with him. It took too long, and I think that took the game away a little bit from Millwall in terms of victory. But Hull, that's the extent. Saints, Cienza, obviously. Yeah, Cienza. John Snow says, I've already told the kids if West Ham beat Newcastle and Chelsea beat Spurs, it's the first time we'll be cheering the other way. Just hoping I don't inadvertently make a couple of West Ham fans. Yeah, I get called on here. John, I get called all the names under the sun when it comes to being biased. I'm biased. I'll get biased to Boro now. I've been biased to Boro loads, though, apparently. Apparently, I talk Boro up too much. I talk Sunderland up too much. I talk West Ham up too much. I get it all the time. It's if you praise another, you have it with football players, right? You praise certain football players consistently and you just get told that you're biased. It's very odd, this football game, unless you're like objective and just supporting your team. People don't like it. People really don't like it. So there you go. Bloomy looks a talent, could be made into a good player. Yeah, he could. I still think he's got a way to go, mate. If I'm honest with you, I still think he's got a way to go. And I guess one of the young prospects or younger prospects would be someone like Shea Charles, but I think we'd have to spend a lot of money on him, or the teams would have to spend a lot of money on him. But he's a very good player, Balloon, mate. He is a very decent player. But I would rather hedge my bets if you're going for a winger and look at someone like look at someone like Cienza. Reckon you can get Somerville if West Ham go down? I don't think so, mate. No, I don't think so. What do you think of Zian Fleming? I like Fleming. Underrated. MW's in the building now, mate. How's it going? Good to see you in here. If West Ham do go for Parker, where is the ambition here? Well, I guess you could look at he's had, 3 promotions, hasn't he? The problem is they've been bankrolled promotions. That's the issue with Scotty Parker. You know, you look at the teams, especially in Fulham and Bournemouth, that he's gone with. Burnley have been still one of the juggernauts in that division when it comes to a financial standpoint. That's the issue. He's been backed every single time he's got promoted, and I guess maybe West Ham would be that as well as a newly relegated side. Tom says, Connor, what do you think about the change of the playoff teams next year? 8 teams joke. Yeah, Tom, I guess when you kind of look at it, it would have been a dead rubber end to the season, wouldn't it? Because you looked at West Ham, Derby, and Hull. If they were to all just get in on the last day, you'd have had no jeopardy, would you? Because Norwich were 4 points behind Derby. So it'd have been a bit dead, but it does make the playoffs a little bit more saucy, doesn't it? Jack's in the bill now, Jack. Thank you so much for your donation, pal. I'm from Northern Ireland. I'm so glad we have the Charles brothers in our squad. Shea Charles is genuine mustard. Prem move incoming. Yeah, and that's they took the words out of my mouth, mate. I think someone like Shea Charles would be someone who you've got to have a look at. It could be coming of age for him in this game and potentially in the final as well, mate. So we'll have to wait and see. But big fan of him. Big fan of him. Arthur says, according to Cal and Jimmy, talk us up. Yeah, Norwich is another one, Arthur. Norwich is another one I apparently talk up too much. If you want to actually talk about proper rim jobs, though, look at Callum Fowler and Millwall. It is the most bizarre relationship you've ever seen or heard. I'll tell you a little bit of a story behind him and Millwall. It's just because his best mate supports Millwall. That's it. So he gives them all the rimming in the world. But to be fair, I've come around when it comes to Millwall. The Millwall fans don't mind me now. Apparently, I hated them at the start as well because I was a Leeds fan, and I've hated Derby as well. Apparently, I mean, I've not been a big fan of the Derby institution when Frank Lampard was there. I'll be brutally honest with you as a Leeds fan. But yeah, I've got nothing against Derby. Nearly 250 in here, in not even 50 likes. Come on. Yeah, guys, really appreciate that. I could see you in here as well, Josh. Thank you so much for that, pal. Steve says, I was totally narked off the other day. You gave a massive thank you to someone, not even mention me. Steve, well, I say this to you several times, mate. I can't read every single message, mate. I try my absolute best. I know. I think you think it's really easy, this, Steve. I think you think it's really easy. Sometimes, mate, the chat is going so quickly, you don't recognize it. Don't take personal offense to it, A, because that's ridiculous. And B, don't think I'm doing it on purpose, bud. I'm really not. As a Sunderland, and there's no pressure for you to donate or do anything, mate. There's none at all. Don't worry about it. You don't have to donate anything to me. I'm not asking you to do that. Dennis says, as a Sunderland fan, I would like Cienza with us, price depending, obviously. Yeah, probably similar move to Clark when he went to Sunderland, but obviously you got him for a cut fee, didn't you? But Sunderland have done relatively well with wingers, haven't they? I really like Angulo, though. That could be a decent one in the long term in terms of like a number 10 winger. Robinson says, I'm happy Leeds stayed up. Just hope West Ham too. I'm still buying that Leeds away kit from OK Jersey, the blue and yellow. As a West Ham fan, Robinson, good lad. Yeah, I like that. I'd rather Hull come up, rise in the build now, mate. And I just saw you dropping the beer over me as well. Thanks, mate. Millwall Holdings in the building. How you feeling today, mate? Bit wounded, presumably. Is Hackney injured? It looks like it. I've not seen him on the bench. So presumably, I don't know. Let me just have a look at the Boro lineup. It's not showing, annoyingly, on the graphic that we have here. It doesn't show the bench. Let's have a quick look. Where is he? No, he's not there. Wow. That's crazy, isn't it? That's crazy. I wonder if he's going to be there for the playoffs. Playoff final, I should say. Who would Hull rather play in the final? Spygate, Southampton, or Boro? I would presume Boro, but either's not going to be easy. Kenny said, if you could take anyone back from Rutter, Somerville, or Archie, who do you take back? Ugh. Archie Gray. No, not Archie Gray. Rutter. Yep, 100% Rutter. Connor, from a Leeds perspective, who do you want to come up through the play? Yeah, mate, I agree with you. I think I've said that a couple of times. Connor, don't read mine either, Steve. Jack Wood doing great, Con. It's not the Jack Wood, is it? Not my mate, Jack Wood. Good to see you in here, pal. Hearing Don Goodman's voice has made me shudder. Yeah, it's an issue, isn't it? It's an issue for Leeds United fans. It really is an issue for Leeds United fans when you hear that man's voice. Do you know the worst thing about Don Goodman is he is a Leeds fan. He just does that thing where, like, did you hear Alan Smith last night on commentary for the Spurs Leeds game? He was hating on Leeds so much because he didn't want to come across as biased because he's an Arsenal fan. And that is exactly what Don Goodman does. I don't know if any of you guys have it. Maybe Hinchcliffe's like it with Sheffield United because he's a Chef Wednesday fan. I'm not sure. But because Don Goodman supports Leeds, he's really harsh on Leeds. And I think he's a bit of a you-know-what, to be honest. Southampton kicking from right to left anyway, guys. And here we go. Hoping for a whole Boro final. Connor, would you accept a drop of one place for Spurs to be relegated? Oh, God, where do you lot come up with these questions? Would I take a drop of one place? I think because I don't know, maybe because I think it would make the competition easier for Leeds next season. Yeah, I probably would take a drop of. I'd take 15th instead of 14th. Hoping for a whole Boro final. Me too, Sammy. Oscar's here. Good evening, mate. How's it going? Yeah, Goodman, apparently. Oh no, mate. Okay, I've got a mate called Jack Wood, Jack. So there you go. So yeah, Boro with a bit of a. It's interesting this. I wonder who's going to dominate possession because obviously normally it's Boro, and you saw that on the Riverside, but you'd expect Southampton to dominate the ball here, really. But it's that Boro high press, isn't it? Strelic leading it. I didn't think I'm not. I was so high on Strelic when they signed him. I've not been impressed, if I'm honest with you, this season. I don't know if there's any Boro fans in here, but have you been, or just general football fans anyway? Have you been impressed with Strelic? SAFC no says, as a Sunderland fan, I can say clarity. Come on, the Boro. Has says, hey Connor, can you give us an Elpcock? He doesn't say it. He never says that as well. It's just a gimmick. Right, Boro eventually have got the ball here. Seeing Boro in blue's weird. Really weird. Whittaker. Luke Ayling should win a free kick, and he does straight away. Straight away winning that free kick, Luke Ayling. Daniela says, Connor, we done yesterday. Really hope you beat those Spuds, but we have to beat Newcastle. Spurs lose it. Hey, Daniela, it's all up to you. It's all up to West Ham now. Target on the ball, puts the ball into the area. Dangerous ball by Target. There's a slip there. I don't know if it's Finazaz. Strelic's gone down in the box, holding his ankle. Boro players are appealing. They win the ball back. Nothing given. Woohoo! Spicy start. But yeah, no, I agree. Daniela, it's up to you now. It is up to you. Oscar says, Connor, what do you think of the new rule? How high you finish, you get to spend. Yeah, it's a bit. It feels a bit harsh, doesn't it, mate? I was going to do a future video on that, so I'll save it for that. Morning, Connor from Brisbane. Hey, mate. I'll take Somerville back. Yeah, fair enough, Bri. Little attack here. Tommy Conway didn't realise he was getting tracked there by Ryan Manning, who hoofs it out. Really good clearance from Manning, actually. Good little response here from Boro, who started the game on the possession back foot. We'll say that. They've won another free kick. Jose says, what's the jersey website? Leeds sold out online. It's okay jersey, mate. Just literally, it's in the corner there. It's in the corner there, mate. Jose, honestly, I couldn't make it more obvious for you, pal. Okay jersey. Code Connor for 8% off. Just down there, mate. Right. I don't know if I can do that. Right in. Wait. The corner. There you go. Class video. Yeah. Oh, thanks, mate. Appreciate that, Arthur. Ball in. Luke Ayling. Knocked in by Fry. All the way through. Sorry, it wasn't knocked in by Luke Ayling. I think it was Morris. I'm not sure. Ayling anyway. Over the low overlap. Puts the ball in. Luke Ayling. Good little punch out by Daniel Peretz there. But good start here from Boro. Riley McGree. The ever graceful. Matt Target plays the ball in. Aidan Morris. Boro probing here. Ball play back out wide to Riley McGree. Delivery needed soon. Matt Target inverts, plays the ball back to the imperious Luke Ayling, who plays the ball right-hand side. Bit of space here for Boro to manoeuvre in. Ball in, I believe, by Strelic. It's knocked in! It's Riley McGree! It's 1-0 to Boro on the night. What a brilliantly worked goal from the Boro front line there. Excellent in possession. And the first shot on goal, Boro have scored. Delirium, pandemonium by the Teessiders in that corner there. And what a shot in the arm for Middlesbrough. Normally a team that doesn't really take their chances. Middlesbrough 1, Southampton 0 on the night. On aggregate, that's 0-1. What an impressive start from the Teessiders here on the South Coast. That ball played in there by Callum Britton, swept home by the weaker Riley McGree's right foot. Brilliant finish there. And by the way, guys, what an impressive start this has been. Callum Britton, lovely pick out there. And McGree has just guided that into the bottom corner. Looked like a scuff initially. Let's have a look at this. And it's not. It's a clean hit. Clean right-footed through Magnets, through Ross Stewart's leg. And legs, I should say. And that's Southampton 0. That's Boro 1. Walk like an Egyptian. Riley McGree has given me a pyramid in my pants. Right, let's see. That away end. Come on, Boro. Riley McGree. I've always told you guys, they all laughed at me about Riley McGree. Oh, apparently I big Riley McGree up too much. That's why. Absolute technical wizard. He just never available. Tommy Conway anyway. Can they double this? Conway, McGree again, who's running the game inside the first 5. Aidan Morris, again, Aidan Morris looking good. Ball in by Target. Perez, back post, misses it. Back across, and it's just gone out for a goal kick. And there we go. That away. And Nick and Sue have said it's going to be West Ham, though, isn't it? Spurs are going to escape by some miracle. That commentary for the goal was like just the coverage. Middlesbrough all over them. Love the energy. Thanks for that, Jose. Niels, and here come Boro again here. What a start this has been for the Teessiders. Matty Target, Aidan Morris, lovely turn on your bike there, Yander. Morris has done it. Ball played in. Mong Whitaker blocked. Excellent block. Is it going to bounce? It's not. It's a throw in. Boro. It's exactly how they started at the Riverside. But the most important thing is Boro find themselves 1-0 up on the night. What a block that was by Ryan Manning from Morgan Whitaker, who looked like he was going to connect with that in the back of the net, like a clean strike. But it is all Boro. Luke Ayling, ball in. Riley McGree looks for the ball. Doesn't quite get there. Not beating Boro allegations with the pyramid in my pants. I just thought, what, like an Egyptian? I thought, what connection can I give here with me getting excited? A pyramid in my trousers. There we go. Connor is now banned. Arthur says, get in. Yeah, and Morris is so impressive, isn't he? So impressive. I have to say, the most impressive American I've seen in the English pyramid, I think, anyway, this season. I don't know how many there's in there, to be honest, but ball played in by Callum Britton, who's always looking for that little cutback ball there to either Conway Strelic or Riley McGree. Luke Ayling on the ball. Plays the ball out wide. Whitaker looking to invert here. Whitaker's been impressive so far. Plays the ball down the line. Should win that free kick. Doesn't win it. Defended well. And Southampton are getting absolutely strangled there by Hellberg's men. Absolutely strangled. They cannot get out. And this is the exact replica of what happened at the Riverside. For the first 20, 30 minutes, in fact, for the first half. Do you remember that? Boro should have been about 5-0 up. Tommy Conway cuts inside here. Brilliant feat by the former Bristol City man. And that looked like a foul, but can Southampton get out here? Leo Cienza on the transition. All to play for now. Plays the ball. It's a weak pass. And Luke Ayling comes away with it. Drives through the heart of Southampton. Ayling, can he find a pass? Plays the ball to Riley McGree. This game has been played at a ferocious rate. Morgan Whitaker has the ball on this right-hand side and looks to invert again. 1-0 already. Wowzers. DK. Forgot about Daryl DK. Yeah. I mean, he's got into the season, hasn't he? Daryl DK. So that's been a little bit more of a shot in the arm a little bit later on in the season. But I had big hopes for Daryl DK when he was at Barnsley, to be honest with you. But he's not quite followed that career path that I thought. Had you right at 17 goals? Boro, not a sly dig at Brent. To be honest, I actually forgot. I was actually thinking about Americans in the championship. Then I forgot about Brendan Aronson. I apologise. I still think Aidan Morris has been better. I've loved Morris this season for Boro. If you've not been keeping up with the championship, he's been absolutely unbelievable. Distribution, breaking up plays, a little monster in there. Under Hellberg, he's gone to that next level. Rob Edwards, yeah, he was okay, but I think his game has gone up tenfold. They're doing all this without Hackney, by the way, which is impressive. I wonder if, like, when a best player goes out of the team, if actually the team looks a little bit better, looks a little bit more fluid. I think when you've got the tenacity of Aidan Morris in there and the guile of Riley McGree, that box-to-box nature helps, doesn't it? But you might have that in Morgan Whittaker, who's cut back now. Oh, Whittaker cut back on his left foot there. He cut back on his left foot and he's got it the wrong. He's absolutely done. Ryan Manning there, I think it is, cuts back and he's got to shoot across goal there. Morgan Whittaker, he's gone for the near post. The angle's not there. Well defended, I guess. Jared, I don't. Thank you, Jared. Jared, I love you, mate. And you know I don't. I love Daryl. I can tell you everything about Daryl DK. Was one of my hot prospects. I was actually looking at Leeds United signing Daryl DK not long ago. Honestly, well, not long ago, probably about 4 or 5 years ago. Was well impressed with him. Loved his physical attributes. Thought he could be a bit of a hold-up player. Yeah, massive fan of him. Massive fan of Daryl DK. And I love Aidan Morris. What a player. But just because I criticize Brendan Aronson every now and again, I don't like Americans. I don't know what that means, Bri. Who's winner, mate? Who's winner? I don't know who that means, pal. Wilner. I don't know who Wilner is either. Mind the Sky says, only 83 likes. Come on, you lazy. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Slap a like on the video, people. I think we've got about 340 of you in the building. I really appreciate that. Southampton getting out of a bit of trouble there. Lovely little ball from the brilliant Shea Charles. Ryan Manning, maybe with Southampton's first opportunity of the game here. The cutback's on, puts the ball into the box. Oh, he's got to score. Ross Stewart has to score. And what a game we've got on our hands here, ladies and gentlemen. Strap in, because the playoffs has been ignited. What a ball in from Ryan Manning. Oh, my goodness, Ross Stewart. That is so good from Ryan Manning in terms of that execution into the box. The left-footed ball, the pace on it. Ross Stewart has got his foot positioning all wrong there. Oh, he's got it all wrong. He's guided it at least a yard wide there. The ball has been whipped in. Ross Stewart has to just connect with it, and it should be 1-1. What a massive opportunity. And I tell you what, if the Saints lose this game, they'll be looking at that chance in the 11th minute of this tie. Whew. We're there, Bri. We're there, Milner. Of course I'd take him. Of course I'd take him. Is Alex cracking game so far, mate? Sunderland fans teaming in on Ross Stewart. He was good for you, Ross Stewart, for a period. Hi, Eric. How's it going, mate? Connor, you criticize Brendan every stream. Hoodie, it's very difficult when he makes the same. I feel like he makes the same errors every game. Nothing changes. So if I'm doing watch-alongs and he does the same things every game, how do you expect me not to criticize repetitive mistakes or repetitive patterns? It's always going to happen unless he does it and I'm just there like that. Watch-along, you have to commentate, mate. Of course you do. Cienza, not in the game so far. Skips past Luke Ayling, does well. Ross Stewart gives him a little 1-2 there. Yander, Finn Azaz, who we've not seen so far in the game. Obviously has that previous, doesn't he, with Boro. Ball played over the top there on this right-hand side. Yander on the overlap. Good ball into the box. Cleared there by Dale Fry, I believe it was. Finn Azaz is going to go for the strike in. No, he's not. Really intelligent play. Ball back out wide. Ball into the box. Headed away by Luke Ayling. Shea Charles keeps the ball alive. Plays the ball back out to the fantastic Leo Cienza, who's looking for that ball into the box. Cienza stands up Luke Ayling. Ball into the box. Oh, and it's cleared away by McGree, but it's better from the Saints. Much better from Southampton. Yeah, I try. Yeah, it's quite hard. It's quite hard with Brendy. It is quite, and if you guys remember, I did give him a hell of a lot of praise at that Newcastle game. Leeds played Newcastle, lost 4-3, and I said it was his best performance ever in a Leeds shirt. And I just wanted him to do it again and again and again. Even if he didn't do it again and again and again, do it at least 2 out of 4 times, but it doesn't happen. And I think we've got better players on the bench, so it is what it is. Jazz says, I think he'd be great as a... Yeah, I agree, mate. I agree. Phil says, Connor, can you see any of the promoted sides staying up in the Prem? Possibly back to the 3 up, down again. Phil, I think it's a good comment, mate. I think that's kind of how I see it next season. I could be wrong. I don't think you're always going to get like a Leeds and a Sunderland. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think both clubs, there's an argument that both clubs will struggle next season as well. I think the objective for both clubs should just be to survive next season. But yeah, will ball play through here? Riley McGree's gone through. Good, really good from Peretz off his line there. That could have been offside, and it was. But I do think Cov have probably got the best chance because they score goals, which I think is, you have to do. Like, the problem with Burnley going up this season was the fact that defensively they were solid, but the defense is always going to get picked off in the market, especially when you're a club the size of Burnley. It's going to get picked off. And you might get that with Hull if they were to go up. Maybe clubs that will come in for potentially Ryan Giles, or clubs will come in for Charlie Hughes, maybe. Who knows? But I just think it's a risk to just be good defensively. I think you need to go into the Premier League and your primary attribute has to be that you're a goal-scoring team. You score goals. That's the big thing. So that's the good thing for Cov. Hull will struggle, definitely, and I think Hull will probably come straight back down. I'm still not convinced on Ipswich either. I think, strangely enough, just with the momentum curve that they had when they came up from League One and that back 5, which I absolutely loved, I think Ipswich were a proper force then. And I know, look, it was going to be very, very difficult with the double promotions. I still haven't looked at Ipswich this season, and they've built a good foundation, but it's a very championshipy foundation, I think. And you go through that squad, and I'm not 100% Southampton fan with the binoculars. I'm not 100% sure how many properly acclimatized to the Premier League. I look at Matasiwa. I look at maybe Dar O'Shea. Philogene, maybe, but I'm not sure on him either in terms of the Premier League. Outstanding championship player. Oh, Morris gets robbed. Morris has been robbed. Yander doesn't wear it. Oh, Yander didn't know where he was there. He robbed Morris, and he was in the area. Southampton getting much better here. It's a cracking game, this. But yeah, I think Ipswich have got a lot to do. So I would say Ipswich would go down, obviously based on nothing so far. But I think Cov have probably got the best chance, I would say. But it'd be interesting to see Boro go up, to be honest, under Hellberg. Games in the blood now, mate. Some players rate Gallagher, Aronson type player. Folks, not really me, and not really managers alike. But some do. They love a Labrador. Yeah, they do, mate. They do. They do indeed. They do. Connor, would you take Hackney next season? Yeah, of course I would, mate. Of course I would. Brilliant player. McGree, ball out wide. Strelic needs to get that under his spell quicker for me. Needs to get that under his spell quicker for me there, Strelic. Yeah, it is, Gary. Second season is always a worry, pal. Always a worry. Jared's here. A Prem team takes Jay. Do you think he's good enough? Do you think he's good enough, Jared? And does everybody in the chat think that Philogene's good enough to like start in the Premier League? I can definitely vouch for him as like a rotation. I'm not there with him yet. Philogene. I could be wrong. Amber says, fun fact, it's been 9 hours since Boro scored a playoff goal before today. Wow. Southampton are growing into this, aren't they? Dale Fry gets rid of it. Shea Charles picks the ball up, looks for a wide option, finds it in James Bree. Bree's been brilliant this season, hasn't he, for Southampton? How good has he been, James Bree? He could be one to step up as well, potentially. Yander on the ball. Fellows. Yander. Do you know who Yander reminds me of a little bit? Jensen at Brentford. Matthias Jensen. He moves a little bit like him on the ball as well. Gabe says, Connor, have you got no sideburns of any kind anymore? No, there's no sideburns here, mate. Just a ridiculously strong jawline. No, I'm joking, mate. Mind the Sky says, by the way, we've stayed up, and yes, of course, we need to improve, but what's the sense of slagging Filogino? Arthur says, nah, I think Philogene is overrated. Classic, too good for the champ, but not good enough for the. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, Arthur. There is that bracket of player, isn't there? And probably tonight, there's a few players who fit into that bracket as well. Do you know what I mean? Finazaz is the one for me who screams that. I think every single season, Finazaz is going to get like double digits, but I just don't know in the Prem. Just don't know. But could prove me wrong. Once again, he looks like he's got the physical attributes Finazaz, but just his pace on the turn. Connor Maxon. When he's across the pond returning, I don't know, mate. Maybe tomorrow. Captain Hindsight says he's young, didn't quite do it with Villa. There's a player in there. I think he could in time. I don't know. I just don't know if he starts. Millwall's in the build now, mate. People don't like this because they don't take it personally about the club, but Ipswich, Burnley, Hull won't get top players to go there. Not on the money. Yeah, I think I agree with you, mate. I agree with you, and that's a big thing. You know, that was why Sunderland was really impressive what they were able to do in like attracting players like Granit Xhaka, do you know what I mean, and Siddiqui and Diarra, who had a lot of interest. Sunderland had done a really good job, and I think a lot of it was Regis Labrie, of course, with his connections in the French game. But it was really impressive what they were able to do, to be honest with you, because with the greatest of respect, look, I love the coastline up there. One of my favourite places in the country, actually. Going up there soon, actually, Sea Houses. If any of you northeasterns know it, and I'm sure you do, Bamborough, Sea Houses, etc. But yeah, I know what you mean. London's always the attraction. A lot of it is the airports as well, and players being able to get home. Looks like it's a goal kick there for Boro, potential penalty appeal. For Southampton, I should say, potential penalty appeal. Aidan Morris just laughing at the Southampton fans. He's got a bit of dog about him, hasn't he, Aidan Morris? As Clint Dempsey said to Mika Richards, I got that dog. You don't know where I'm from, dog. Yeah, that's good from Morris, though. Good defending. But yeah, no, so I agree with what you're saying there. I think the thing like Millwall go up, would Millwall be able to attract players above other clubs, not just because it's Millwall and they're a bigger club, but on the basis that it's London, probably. I think so, edits. Yeah, hopefully we'll get a bit of money on him as well. Hopefully. Arthur says, Malanda, I think he's unreal, but he could definitely be, for a Prem move. What do you think Norwich's chances next season, Arthur? You're hoping for that top 6 to 8 finish? Josh says, see how's his seeing Dolphin is so nice, mate, and I absolutely love it. I love Northumberland's like my favourite place. Everyone goes on about Cornwall. I do like Cornwall, but it's 9 hours to get there, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like, who wants to get out of Cornwall? Does anybody know? You get down. So, like, my mate went from Cornwall to London. And it took him 7 hours because of traffic and the windy roads. Who can be arsed? Like, especially if you're from the north. Brilliant. Oh, nearly a brilliant take from Tommy Conway there on the volley. Taylor Howard Bellis, they're getting into it now. Southampton, lovely ball out to Ryan Manning. Manning plays the ball in. Again, Aidan Morris getting there. And Whitaker did well. But yeah, free kick to Boro. Who can be asked going to, like, I love the beaches up there. If there was more to do, genuinely, I'd move up there. I just think I'd get bored. Like, you can't just walk on the beach all the time, can you? Like, I would love to move to like Bamborough or Morpeth or an area up there. Do you know what I mean? It's so nice and peaceful, and you're just on the beach. Lovely big beaches. Yeah, really nice, really really nice. But yeah, I do love Cornwall, but just too far, mate. Too far. Lexi says, Conrad, just watch your 3 at the back and you fuck. Lexi, I keep it hidden, my Daniel Farker impression. I really do. But I pulled it out when we were on tour with the lads and they all very much enjoyed it. So Cumbria and Northumberland are the best gems of the country. Yeah, 100%. What does Joff evaluation increase if Hull City win the playoff final? Depends. Does it? Yeah, I mean, he becomes a Premier League. Well, he's a Premier League player anyway, isn't he? I'd always like, valuation-wise, might be too much, but I've always thought of like especially if it's like a long-term deal, which deals are nowadays. They span over 3 years, don't they? I've always liked Joffrey is like 8 to 10 million quid, you know, especially with his age, his potential. I've always liked him at that price. Might be a bit too much that, but we brought him in for like less than 1 million Leeds. So it'd give us good product, profit, I should say. Then Hull come up, I think. You never know. And a championship club would surely take a risk on him. Michael says Clint Dempsey scored a world-class chip versus Juventus to knock him out of the Europa League. Fair enough. I don't know what the relevance is, mate. Connor, would your preference see Hull City game promotion other than promotion another? Do you know what, Michael? It's fair point. Because Middlesbrough isn't part of Yorkshire. I don't care what anybody said. It's Teesside. Do you know what I mean? But I guess people would make the same argument for Hull in terms of it being Humberside, but that's not really. It's Hull. They're both in Yorkshire now, aren't they? And that's kind of the. Oh, Tommy Conway in the box. Conway, corner to Boro. I like Conway. I love his tenacity. I love how much time he'll get on there. He'll get on that half turn. He'll always look to shoot. I love that about Conway. Could be a little bit more efficient, but no, Boro for me, mate. I like the style of football. I like Hellberg. I just like them as a club. But yeah, it would be nice for more Yorkshire representation, to be honest, in the Premier League. Doesn't really bother me more than Spirit of Lee says, hi, Connor. Why do I need to subscribe every time you want to join the chat? Well, you should be subscribed anyway, mate. I think it's only subscribers who get to comment in the chat. So if you're not subscribed, mate, why would you keep subscribing and unsubscribing? That's what I'm confused at, mate. That's what I'm confused at. Why are you subscribing and unsubscribing? Because the subscribers are only able to join in the chat. So I'd just say maybe stay subscribed. It's pretty simple, pal. That's what I do. Worst Premier League away day for you, Morris. Ooh, good effort, good save by Perez. Oh, sorry, it's Callum Britton. Well, I'll be honest, I've not been on like loads, Jose, but the ones I have been on, I'm trying to think of the ones in the Championship because Leeds have been shite for a lot of my life. So I'd probably say, well, I did the old White Hart Lane, Upton Park, Old Trafford. Done the Etihad. Less said about that, the better. For you older heads, I've actually done Main Road as well. Can you believe that? So current Premier League, God, I'm trying to think of the free kick to Southampton. God, the current Premier League worst Premier League away day. Okay, I'd probably say I'll include them in it. Leeds, when we were in, I believe we were in the Championship, it was the blue kit. Snodgrass scored a pen. We went down to Arsenal and we lost, I think. No, we didn't. We drew and it was a replay and we got back to Ellen Road and they beat us 2-0 Arsenal. But Snodgrass scored a penalty. It was brilliant limbs. I think we're in the Championship at that point. It wasn't League One. It was the Championship. But it was an absolute library. Like, they were not interested in Leeds being there whatsoever. It was dead, the Emirates. It was when they had, like, Danielson and Giroud and who else was in there? Like, Nasri, Bakary Sanya, Schillaci, that team. And just no Arsenal fan cared. So Leeds fans were having a great time, but so it was a bit of a crap away day, to be honest. Cienza, yeah, he's been absolutely clattered. Absolutely clattered. George says, join Patreon, can't find the WhatsApp group link. Oh, top man, George. I will. George, it's the pinned message at the top of the Patreon, mate. Hold on, I'll see if it's still there. It's got to be still there. It's got to be still there. Unless I've unpinned it like an idiot. Let's have a look. It should be there, George. Looks like Cienza's struggling here big time. George, I'll direct message you, mate. If you guys want to join the Patreon, you can do, by the way. Hold on, George. I'll direct message you. Where are you? Do you know what, George? It's classic. I can't find it now. Free kick anyway. Ryan Manning. About to whip this one in. Right. Georgie should have it now, mate. Manning whips it in. Great defending there. Was that Luke Ayling? Should have it now, pal. Arthur's here again. Hi, Arthur. I'll tell you what, though, Con, Oscar Schwartau next season for us will be unreal, potentially. Yeah. I like Schwartau, mate. I like a lot of your recruitment. I genuinely do. I absolutely love Maatsen. Absolutely love Maatsen. What a player. What'd you bring him in for? 3 million quid? Outstanding. Outstanding. Jovan Makama as well. You absolutely know I love Jovan Makama. Another one. Little breakaway here. Tommy Conway. Opportunity here for Boro. Conway. Target on the overlap. Oh, it's a bad ball in. It's a corner. Corner for Boro. He's struggling, Cienza there. Limping on. Really struggling. Ball coming in here anyway. Out to... oh, what a save. Flick. Little half volley there. I believe it was from Callum Britton. Flick in there from Dale Fry, and a smart save there by Peretz. Ruben says, Con, thoughts on Bradford Bolton game Thursday? I went, but yeah, do you know what it is, Ruben? The question is, would you have taken a 0-0 before the game, mate? You probably will have done, wouldn't you, Ruben? You'd have taken a 0-0, 1-0. You're probably looking at and thinking, all right, fair enough. It's Bolton away. Finazaz plays the ball in here. Fellows, tackles in. No, it's never a pen, referee. Never a pen. Good defending there. I think it's by Callum Britton. This is a class game, this, by the way. What a game. Ruben, I'll come back to your comment in a second, mate. They're just on the counter-attack. Tommy Conway direct, takes on James, and takes on Yander. A little bit of a recovery here by Shea Charles, but Conway's getting to the byline. Looks a little bit predictable. It's deflected into Peretz's hand. It's like a relay race, this game. But yeah, I'd say, Ruben, on that Bradford game, I thought they looked on another level for decent parts of that game. But it's only 1-0, mate. So you take it, don't you? You absolutely take it. I just absolutely love Koji Dewberry. What a player he is. There's no way he's playing in League One next season. Josh says, ever been Donny away, Connor? Matt? Yeah, mate. Look, I don't want to offend anyone in the chat, but Donny away is a dead away day. Dead away day. I think I've been to the worst thing is I've been to the Donny playoff final when they did us 1-0, which was absolutely horrific. Horrific. Fair play to Donny. They were the better team on the day. But yeah, oh mate, I've been to Donny multiple times. It's only down the road, isn't it? Stats are saying that Boro are statistically being pretty decent here. Jose says, I also didn't like the DCL sign and he shut me up. Yeah, 100%. I heard there's an American playing for Boro. You would be right. James Madison is moaning about Instagram. He's moaning about VAR on his Instagram. Nobody's arsed, though. He just shouldn't be diving, should he? Shouldn't be diving. Yeah, Josh has just said 370 in here, and come on, guys, let's rack those likes up. Thanks, Josh. Eddie says, "Where do you think you'll be if you didn't start YouTube?" I'd probably be teaching, mate. I think I used to be a teacher, believe it or not. I used to be a teacher, or as a practicing teacher, anyway. Yeah, I was a practicing teacher. Aronson on more different players, Bayless. Different players, mate. Kasudden says, if Southampton don't come up, it's good for Leeds. Yeah, I agree with you. Andy's here. Hi, mate. How's it going? What are we thinking then? Are we thinking a Boro win here, or what we do? What we doing? We're thinking Southampton have come back into it. I tell you what, Leo Cienz is moving a bit gingerly, isn't he? At 1,000 likes, Connor takes his top off. Yeah, Lex ain't there. There's a premium subscription for that. Can we come to your class teach? Oh no, yeah, I didn't struggle with it, but yeah, it wasn't my thing. I respect people that do teaching massively. Not my thing. Tried it, wasn't a fan of it. Connor, who'd be your number one realistic forward target for the summer? Oh. Can we put Harvey Elliott as a forward? As like an attacking player? Harvey Elliott for me, mate. Southampton throw. Cienz is moving a little bit more freely now. Well, it's actually a Boro throw. Boro have played this game so well. They've looked dangerous on the transition consistently. The back line's not been that troubled. Ross Stewart's missed an absolute sitter, in my opinion. But we've seen Southampton a lot more dangerous at home than what they have been, and that's credit to Boro. Boro just they've got this threat on the counter attack, and to say that you've not got Hayden Hackney as that box to box midfielder in there, but you've still got Morgan Whittaker, you've still got Strelick, you've still got Riley McGree, you've still got Tommy Conway. That's the problem with Boro now. So with Southampton now. And what you can't forget about is Matt Targett as well in the back five and Callum Britton, because they've got that width, haven't they? That can also, balls into the box for Tommy Conway and Strelick. So, yeah, they're doing well here, Boro. They're doing really well. Hackney or Elliott for Leeds, Connor. Can we go both? Can we go both? Is that allowed? I think Hackney will just be too much money. Wherever he goes, he's going to be an extortionate amount of money, I think. Extortionate. Maybe, Josh. Maybe, mate. But you've got it. We can't get, and this is where the Champo club's coming up. Will figure this out. You can't. Whaling nearly loses it. Malanda does well. Malanda does. I love Malanda. How good is Malanda? Malanda gets through a few tackles here. Aidan Morris powering through that midfield. Really good tackle though by Yander. Brilliant there. And a lovely little ball as well to Leo Cienza, who's getting marshalled by Luke Ayling, and that's going to be a free kick if he pulls him back. And might be a yellow card, and that is a yellow card to Luke Ayling. It looked like it as well, to be honest. But yeah, you've got to be careful. You've got to be careful when it comes to you're not going to get players in their prime playing all the time, Josh. Injury free. You can't do that as a team like Leeds United. Leeds are more established now, and other teams are more established. But, does that mean that you can go out and get a 30, 40 million pound player for a little bit of a cheap view? I don't think so. Ayling's going absolutely nuts here, isn't he? He's going on about Howard Bellis. Ayling's absolutely lost it, and here, Jesus. Oh my God, Ayling's convinced the referee to not give a card. That's incredible. How incredible is that? The ref had a card out for Luke Ayling, and because he's gone so nuts and blamed Howard Bellis, I think Howard Bellis has said that it's not a foul or something. That is incredible. Luke, I've not seen that before. He's going down to Howard Bellis and saying, well done. I don't know what's happened here. Does anybody know? Yeah, Bellis said something to him, didn't he? He said something to him, and Ayling's gone to the referee and gone, Howard Bellis has said this, Howard Bellis has said that. He's gone mental, Ayling. And the refs, believed Ayling and put the card away. This all came from him dragging back Leo Cienza. I wonder what's been said here. I wonder what's been said. Does anybody know? Tonda and Kim Elberg going at it now. This is mental. I've no idea what's been said. Does anybody know what's been said? It wasn't something that was said, Brandon. Well, what was it then? Because as soon as Ayling heard what Howard Bellis said, it completely triggered him. For me, this is a foul from Luke Ayling and probably a yellow card. He's all over Leo Cienza there. Well, no, he's not actually. It's a bit of a dive. Ayling goes nuts. Ayling goes nuts, says, how? Fry gets in front of Ayling, and then Howard Bellis says something to Ayling, and it triggers him. Look, it completely triggers Luke Ayling. And then Dale Fry says, shut your effing mouth. I wonder what he said. Do you think maybe Howard Bellis has said something quite personal there? I'm just speculating. I've never seen Luke Ayling. I've watched Luke Ayling play for Leeds United for a long period of time. And has he said something? Look, I can imagine what Ayling's sensitive about. If you know Ayling's kind of, I don't know. I've never seen Ayling like lose it like that. That was crazy, and it was completely triggered by what Howard Bellis said there, and the referee then didn't give Luke Ayling a yellow card. So I wonder what's been said. Howard Bellis nearly put it in. Massive chance. Obviously, if anybody knows, Howard Bellis looks like Dustin Poirier. And now Ayling's going up. It's a good game, this, isn't it? I don't know what's been said. It didn't look good, that, it's actually off Ayling, that nearly an own goal for Luke Ayling. Oof, nearly an own goal. I don't know. It just looked quite bad, that, didn't it? But to be fair, they're quite close to each other now, so maybe it wasn't bad. Cienza ball into the box, nodded on, edge of the area. Yanda strikes at goal. Good save. Oh, nearly deflected there off Sol Bryn. Yeah, it felt like that, didn't it, Josh? Really weird, that. Yeah, a rutsy. That's kind of what I thought, but it doesn't. That might have been. That's purely speculative, mate. Purely speculative, and I have no proof that he did say anything like that. I've just never seen Ayling just spark off like that before. But yeah, I don't know. Like, what would he have said to him? Like, oh yeah, you deserve to get an effing yellow. I mean, it would need more than that, wouldn't it? But Peretz has been pressured there by Tommy Conway, and it's a Boro throw. Just felt like something maybe bad was said there. Don't know. Bielsa is not the goal. That's what's been said. Okay, Spirit of Leeds. I'm not sure, mate. What we do is at the start of streams, you can make it subscriber only. So subscriber only basically means that people who are only tuned into your channel are allowed to comment. And obviously it encourages people to subscribe. And it just basically means that you can monitor your community a little bit more. So that's what everybody does really on every single stream. So Gio will do it. I do it. So I don't know. I'm not sure why you then get kicked out. It's very odd. Very odd. Cienza, this game has gone fever pitch now, by the way, which is brilliant. It's what you want. Whittaker does well, and Whittaker wins a foul. Brilliant defending. Morgan Whittaker is doing an excellent job on Cienza here today, by the way. Really, really good defensive wing play. Your mum has better rock and roll hair. Yeah, imagine the slating in ice hockey. What I love about ice hockey is that they just remove the gloves, don't they, and just start punching each other. It's brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. Dustin Poirier. Do you not think he looks like him? Dustin Poirier. I think he looks just like him. He's Roy Keane's son-in-law now, isn't he? Your mom has rock and roll hair. Hey, everybody thinks at the minute that I've got a wig on because I got a taper on the side, and on the streams you can't see the back of my hair. So because I've got this taper here, everybody thinks like this is a wig. Yeah, so there you go. So it could be worse. Your mum's got rock and roll there, but Connor's wearing a wig. I can confirm it's not a wig. Look. There you go. Can confirm it's not a wig for now. Yeah, I know about that, Josh. I know about that. Feels like it anyway. Your mom has rock and roll hair. Oh, foul. Foul. It's getting tasty, this. It's getting Leo Cienza's going down at every moment, to be fair, and Britain's laughing it off, but it's another one. Ailing's in the ref's ear all the time as well. I think Southampton look like they're going to nick one at some point. I mean, that is a foul. That is a foul on Cienza. Do we think that? I mean, that is a foul. That was a bit stupid by Britain. Do you know the thing with Britain there? He wasn't on his toes. He's too busy looking at the man. The man's darted past him. 6 minutes added. Free kick pending. Is that? That's James Bree. James Bree looks so different. Boro have got to defend this. James Bree. Stewart! Oh, no. Oh, Stewart's there. Stewart! It's 1-1. It's been coming, hasn't it? It's been coming. Absolutely been coming. Ross Stewart, the Sunderland fans' favourite. What a scabby goal that was. Stewart scores. That's why they paid the big money for him back in the day. Stewart scored. Yeah, it has been coming, that, hasn't it? I just felt it was coming. Just felt it was coming. Who is it? Ryan Manning. Great header, to be fair. Do you know what I'd say about it, though? I'd say, it's been just silly fouls that Boro have been giving away. You can't give away. I mean, Leo Cienza's won about 3 fouls in around the box there. I mean, that's brilliant from Ross Stewart. Look at the height he gets on it. Manning strikes it. Good save by Sol Bryn. Could he have put it anywhere else? And look at the height that Stewart gets. I mean, he gets about 8 foot up in the air there, and he just needs a touch. 1-1. The Loch Ness Drogba. The Loch Ness Drogba. There you go. Don't think the Sunderland fans are happy. Hey, you could be playing you next season, lads. There's a bit of a narrative there, isn't there? I do think Southampton have been the better team. Again, it's not similar because Southampton came into it in the second half, but it does feel like the tide has turned a little bit here. Southampton are definitely the better team at the minute. Stewart, anyway, Cienza up against Ayling. And Ayling did get that card, didn't he? Cienza's been so much better. So much better. Yeah, poor from Bryn, in my opinion. Yeah. Unfootball related fave TV series currently. Strike from Shay Charles blocked. Fave TV series. Do you know what I've been watching? June. Been watching June Prophecy. That's been pretty good. That was pretty good. It's like a prequel to the June films, if you guys are interested in that. Give me Borough and Pens. Jimmy says, I don't have ill will towards Stuart, but he did get injured a lot. Oh, did he? I guess they just look after themselves, though, footballers, don't they? I think everybody thinks that footballers just like absolutely love the team and all this sort of stuff, but you always think that loyalty in football is a thing, but it's not anymore, is it? It's just not. You think if he's got all those injuries, then he's maybe going to try to do everything for the team, but I guess he'll just look at his future, won't he? That's always the thing. They need to get Conway into this game a bit more. Conway, poor from him. In the back of Tom Fellows. And Peretz has gone down there as well. Oh, what is the keeper doing? Absolute cringe. Well, they're ready for the Premier League when they're doing stuff like that. Well, looks like we're getting close to half time. Half time. Lexi says supernatural. No, I've never heard of that. Clear by target. Oh, really good recovery. Shea Charles here on the ball. Yeah, Boro just need to get in now. They need to get in. It's been a bit of an onslaught this from Southampton over the past sort of 10 minutes. Cienza's just getting too much of the ball. He spun Luke Ayling again and wins that looked like a corner, and it is another corner. Ayling's got to be careful here. Losing his head a bit. Got to be careful here, Ayling. He's losing his head a bit, I think. Keeps going at the referee. I think he's on a yellow card as well. You guys are saying, weren't you? Let me just have a quick look. Is Ayling on a yellow? Yeah, he is. Who's down now? Strelic down. Strelic and Ross Stewart going at it. Stewart's massive, isn't he? He's just all legs. He's absolutely massive. Absolutely massive, isn't he? His legs are literally bigger than Strelic. Ball in Cienza. Solbrin's he's just not convincing, is he? He's just not convincing. Ball play back to Daniel Peretz. I don't know what you're doing here if you Boro. I need to have a look at the bench. That is terrible from Peretz. I need to have a look at Boro's bench. And that's half time. A very, very spicy second half. I was making sure it don't kick off. Half time, which this has definitely got the capabilities of doing so. Wow. Hellberg's not happy at all. Half time. Good game, pulsating. He's going straight to the linesman here. Hellberg's not happy at all. Not happy at all. Interesting though, people. What we thinking then? What we thinking? Didn't look great, that did it towards the back end, but let me just have a quick look. I'm just going to have a look at Boro's bench. Boro's bench, who's on there that can make a bit of a difference? Let's have a look. So we've got Gilbert Brown, Castledine, Sarmiento. They massively miss Hackney, don't they? Massively miss Hackney. Castledine, maybe. Brown. It's Sarmiento, Brown, and Castledine, isn't it? They're the difference makers, but are they really difference makers? I'm still never convinced on Sarmiento. Castledine, it's been all right. But it's probably Alan Brown, isn't it? Can't really think of many others. Right, should we do a quiz? Let's do a quiz. Let's do a quiz on Middlesbrough. Okay. Middlesbrough FC pub quiz. All right. Middlesbrough pub quiz. No, not Middlesbrough the town. Middlesbrough FC. Right. Okay. How many have we got here? Is this a good one? We've got. Well, it's just telling me all the answers. This. I don't want all the answers. We did this last time. It was a quiz, but Middlesbrough quiz, Middlesbrough FC quiz. Oh, this is a bit dead. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do a playoff quiz, championship playoff quiz. See if we can find one. Championship playoff quiz. Okay, Sporricle. Oh my god. This looks hard. Can we do you think we can do winner, runner-up, and semi-final of the playoffs from 1986-87 to 2003-4? That is crazy. I'm not sure. God, can we? I don't know if we can do that. Tell you what, we'll go. Well, no, we're not doing that. It'll take too long. Oh, we did this last time, Planet Football. Right. Can I don't know if I can share this. Let me see if I can share it. Share. But I don't think I'll be able to share. Hold on, I might. Right, you can see that, but can you see this? It's just annoyingly over my face. Hold on, I can move it, I think. No, I can't. Just over my face, which is annoying. I've never shared it before, so this is every single team. Can you name every team to have played in the championship playoffs? All right. So it's over my face. Okay. Only got 15 minutes. Right, let's go. Leeds. Okay, that's one. Where was that? Okay, 2024. Probably should know that. Every team to have played in the championship playoffs. What am I doing here? Why am I at Southampton? Okay, Southampton 2026. West Ham. Coventry. Luton. Barnsley. Sunderland. Aston Villa. Fulham. Everton. Looks like that's not just the final, is it? It's not just the final. Sheffield United. Okay, it's just gone. Okay, Sheffield Wednesday. Just doing this myself now, aren't I? What is going on here? Wednesday. I felt like we had a lot then. What are you guys saying? Derby, Preston, Charlton. Okay, we'll do that. Derby, Preston, Charlton. Why is Charlton not? Oh, no, Charlton. Who said Charlton? Ding, ding, ding. Hull, Huddersfield. Who said Charlton? SAFC. No, I know who you're thinking of as well. I don't know why it's not Charlton because of Clive Mendonca. Just for all the Burnley are in there, all the Sunderland fans in there. Mendonca, Sunderland lad who scored 4 against them, I think. QPR. Who else in there? Forest, obviously. Derby. I think I've already got Derby. I might have already said Charlton. Ipswich, Preston. I think I've already put Preston in. Huddersfield. QPR. QPR must have already put in. Burnley, we've already got Charlton Athletic, maybe. Charlton Athletic. I think have I already got them in? I think it's only 2007. Who was in 2007? We're missing a lot here, aren't we? What are we doing here? We're missing a lot. Stupid. 2006. Am I going mad? Hull. We don't know Hull, aren't we? Hull. Hull. Middlesbrough. Millwall. Oh my God. Norwich. Bradford. Blackpool. Bradford. No, it's championships. I was going to say when Blackpool definitely been in. Yeah, good shout. Watford. Good shout, hindsight. I know why you've said that. Leicester. Good one. Leicester. Right, how many have we got? Okay, we're doing well up top. We need to get more in around here. Who did 2017? 16, 17. Have we said Newcastle? We've not said Newcastle. Newcastle went straight back up, didn't they? Wigan. Good one. Oh, Danny. Brentford's a good one. Brentford's a good shout. Brentford, yeah, we've already got Fulham. Whew. Who else do we need in here? 2024. Who are we missing in that one? And 21. Mine's gone blank. 21, Barnsley, Brentford, and who's the other one? It was Fulham, wasn't it? They beat Fulham, but I've already got Fulham in there. Who else was in there? I've already got Derby in there. I don't know if Derby are in that year. Got Wednesday in there. Got Luton. Reading's a good one. Reading's a great shout. I think Reading. Yeah, bingo. Nice. I've already got Huddersfield in. I'm sure I've. Try again, though. Yeah, I've already got Huddersfield in. 2024. Come on, lads and lasses. 2024. Yeah, we've got Luton in there. We've already got Sheffield United. Finn, what's the question? The question is, can you name every team to have played in the Championship playoffs? Every team. So it's playoffs, not just the final. That's why we've got 4 2021s. I don't know why we can't think of 20. Who was 2021? Brentford played Fulham in the final, didn't they? I'm sure they did. Who did Barnsley play? West Brom. Yeah, good shout, West Brom. West Brom have got to be in there, aren't they? West Brom. Yeah, well done. When were West Brom? Okay, yeah, they got 2024. Nice. Yeah, got Villa, got Leeds, Baggies. Yeah, nice one. Bournemouth could be a good shot. But Bournemouth have just done automatics, though, haven't they? Have Bournemouth been through the playoffs in the Championship? Have they? Oh, they have. Where were they? I don't remember that. Bournemouth 2021 in the playoffs. I don't remember that at all. Yeah, we've got Baggies in there. Cardiff. Good shout. Cardiff, well done. 2020. Bristol City got them, Ben. Palace. Crystal Palace, of course. Yeah, nice one. Palace 2013. 2012. So that was West Ham year, wasn't it? So in that year, Blackpool beat Forest, didn't they? I'm sure they did. I'm sure Blackpool. Yeovil? Oh, lads, look at this. If I got this right. No, I thought I got that right. That might have been League One. Oh, I thought I nailed it with Yeovil. Swansea, good shout. Yeah, nice one. 2021 Swansea. Wolves. Ooh. We're getting close now. 2007. How long have we got? We've got 7 minutes. We've got 7 minutes. We need... Right, we've got 2 left. 7 minutes. We have 2016, 2012. 2016, 2012. Got Coventry in there. Brighton could be a good one. Oh, that's a bingo. 1 more left. So 2016 Brighton, we've got 2012. So for 2012, we've got Blackpool in there, blank, West Ham, and I think we've already got Forest in another block. So Forest would complete that, I think. Birmingham, maybe? Hey, well done. Who got the brum? Andy Gutzel. Well done, Andy. There we go. And Captain Hindsight, 37. Well done, clan. Look at that. 8 minutes. I don't know if we'll have time to do another one. We can try. Play another quiz. Kind of want to keep it championship related, to be honest. Competitions. Teams. Oh, shite. We don't want teams like that. Yeah, screw it. We'll do this one. Where is it? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Oh, here we go. So we're doing this now. This is a bit... Okay. Can you name these 1990s Champions League stars from their career paths? Oh, Auxerre, Marseille, Rangers, Monaco. Marseille, Rangers got to be Link. Oh my God. What are we saying? What are we thinking? What are we thinking here? See, Marseille, Rangers, come on, that's got to be a big link. Marseille to Rangers, 94, 95. Short stint. Do you remember, was Gattuso at Rangers? It's obviously not Gattuso, is it? 'Cause there's no Italian link. Get a hint. We'll go a hint. What? Yes. Go away. What are you doing? Right, well, it's not helping. Oh, Bah. Bah. Who could that be? Let's go for another. Get a hint again. Oh, I don't. Once. Bass. Bass. Oh, come on, lads and lasses. Bass. Oh, Bass. Get a hint again. No. Geez, it's getting quite personal, this, isn't it? Bassy. Oh, I've absolutely no idea. I've absolutely no idea. Yeah, it's got to be a defender on it. I've no idea. Honestly. No idea. Don't know how far we go with this. Get a hint again. Asking me if he's personal. Basil. 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 I don't know if you've been serious. Bolly? Basila? Okay, Basila. No. Basil Bolly? Bolly? Oh, well done, lads. Well done. Get in there, boys. Get it. Should we just do this for the rest of it? AC Milan and then Monza. Maldini. Maybe? Maldini? No. Maldini. Wow. Jesus Christ. Maldini. Who could that be? 86. 2007. It's not Maldini. It's got to be Maldini. What? Get a hint. Oh. Am I going mad? Alessandro Nesta, maybe? Nesta? How do I spell Alessandro? Alessandro Nesta. Oh, shut up. Oh, Costa Curta. Doesn't matter anyway. We've got to stop sharing. We've got to stop sharing. Costa Curta. He was there for that long. Oh, my God. We're back on, though, everyone. We're back on. That was enjoyable, wasn't it? Costa Curta. None of you got that, by the way. None of you. I'm not happy at all with the football knowledge in my chat. At least I've gave Maldini. Nesta. Why did I even think about Nesta? From 86. You're a disgrace putting Nesta in there. Alessandro Nesta. Captain Hindsight's put Dean Ambrose in there. Seedorf. I feel like a raccoon. That was trash but fun. Baresi. Nah, Jimmy. Baresi, not 2007, mate. I think Baresi. When did he retire? What, mid-90s? Jimmy saying Costa Curta works at Cost Cutters. Cheap joke, that, Jimmy, innit? Just have a word with yourself. Right, we're back on anyway. We're back. Hopefully for an exciting half of soccer ball. Costa Fortunes was decent. Ailing complained about discriminatory. Is that true? Told you. I knew there was something a little bit more serious there. Is that right? Luke Aylen. Let me see. Luke, I'm interested to hear this. I wonder what language would. I wonder what that would. Okay. Discriminatory words. I wonder what that's about. And someone said it in the chat earlier, and I reckon that's what it could be. Maybe. Discriminatory language. which would classify, which would be put in a bracket of his speech impediment potentially. With how, I mean, that's mad from Howard Bellis, isn't it? If he's done that, that's mad, isn't it? He's got a speech impediment. What a mad thing. What, because Cienza just went down and he fouled him? What a crazy thing to go to from Howard Bellis. It's just proper distasteful, that, innit? If that is what was said, but I can't imagine Daly would complain about that if it wasn't true. But who knows? Millwall says, Connor got one for the Statos. What's the most famous goal if VAR had been used or around that would not have counted, not including Maradona's goal in history? Oh, that's interesting. What about Van Basten's goal? Would he have been offside? Van Basten's goal, where it's like at a 20-degree angle. Interesting. SFC says, your mum, Aileen said that the words of Howard Bellis used was discriminatory. Yeah, so that's crazy that he's gone like that because he pulled back. Because he clearly said it to him, didn't he, as he walked past? That is mental. I find that crazy. Jeff Hurst, yeah, good. What is it? Jeff, we've got Jeff Hurst, Lampard, Henry versus Ireland. Jimmy going with a very niche one there. G Dong one. I do know which game you're on about, mate. But yeah, he would have been offside in that one. It's got to be Lampard on it. Oh yeah, Jeff Hurst. To be fair, you have to let us know holdings. Drop a 2-yard offside at Old Trafford. Is it international? What about Pedro Mendes? What about Pedro Mendes at Old Trafford? Do you remember for Portsmouth where he launches it in, keeper catches it, Roy Carroll, and it goes about 2 yards over the line? Yeah, I'll have to let us know, Millwall. You have to let us know, mate. Oh, it's showing the incident again here. No, it's not. Yeah, that Ross Stewart goal's a bad goal to concede, isn't it? The worst thing is Aidan Morris loses him and he goes to the referee and says he's pulled him back. And to be fair, he has. Look at that. He's thrown. I mean, Strelic's got to keep hold of him there as well. But he's thrown Aidan Morris to the ground. That's crazy. That goal shouldn't have stood. See, VAR was there. That goal wouldn't have stood for Southampton. Crazy. Gary says, nothing surprises me, Connor. Indeed, mate. Indeed. Well, this game's simmered a little bit. It's simmered a little bit. Bent's beach ball. Yeah, of course. I need to have a look at James Maddison's story, apparently. James Maddison. Yeah, he's gone pretty hard here, James Maddison. For clarity, the small, tiny touch on the ball to change direction came from the outside of my right foot, not Metcha. I told the ref that. Oh, no one cares, Maddison. Shut up. No one's bothered. Southampton score versus Man United Stokes offside. Is that the one, Millwall? Is that the one? Will Boro seek legal action if they use this? I'm not sure, mate. I'm not sure. I didn't even see it because I was looking at Maddison. I didn't even look it because I was looking at Maddison. I've missed it. Oh, I've missed it. Someone told me to look at Maddison, and I blame whoever it was, and I missed the bloody handball. Or should have been handball. Nathan Wood on the ball now. Southampton have had a lot of possession so far. Feels like it's going in the way, doesn't it, of the Saints? Stinks of a 2-1. Oh, Britain's done really poorly there. Ryan Manning picks it up. Poor from Manning as well. Nothing surprises me, Connor. Nailed on handball. 2 pens not giving this ref is ridiculous. I didn't see it. So annoying. Yeah, Boro. Was it for Boro, presumably? Because Hellberg was going nuts. Britain. That's a foul as well. Oh, wow, he's not giving it. Oh, wow, he's not giving it. Britain looked like he was fouled there. Not given. Cienza. Who is the ref? I recognise him. Shea Charles. Does well, Shea Charles. Tom Fellows on the outside. Southampton growing into this, aren't they? Really growing into this. Nathan Wood. He looks suspect on the ball, Nathan Wood. I always thought he was a little bit better on the ball, to be honest with you. Ryan Manning. Corner. Corner, Southampton. Ball played in. Knocked on. Back post. Put back in. Cleared. I have to be honest. I think there's a reason. Madley, I think. Yeah, Southampton got away with one. I think the reason I like this, ironically, it's a Spygate saga involving them as well. But I think the reason I like this Boro team is because it's so similar to that Bielsa team that we had. Cienza. Again, up against Callum Britton, giving him a bit of a tough night here. The overlap of Ryan Manning. Cienza drops it in, knocks it in, headed out. Just struggling to keep it up front here. Boro. Howard Bellis. Cienza again. Looking to go both ways. It's never a foul. Cienza just falls over again. He's going to be a real addition to the Premier League. He just falls over all the time. Oh, Dino, 100%, mate. 100%, I'd take him. I'd take Sarr. Of course I would. Andrew says, Southampton versus Boro is going to end up like one of those random rivalries. It's true, yeah. It is true. A lot of people haven't liked Southampton this year, have they? Arthur says, Connor, what's your go-to takeaway? Chinese, always Indian, mate. Indian, least case is probably Thai. I'm not a fan of Chinese. I think it's a bit watery as food, but I love an Indian. Do love an Indian. Oh, thin as ass. Steve Gibson's Borough chairman will take Southampton in the EFL to the clean as he doesn't give a you-know-what. Yeah. Teesside White's hoping for a Southampton win. Dave Mallam's not having any of it. Good lad, Dave. Dave, do you hate Borough then? Been in the same sort of like vicinity as them, presumably. Being Lene's in here. Hi, Lene. How's it going? One team in Hampshire. Pompey fan. How you doing, mate? Good to see you in here as well. Indians are the goats. Yeah, fair play. Would suit Arsenal then, Cienza. Yeah, he would, wouldn't he? Weirdly. Off the bench. Probably a bit more of an impact than some of they've got off the bench. Ball into the box. Good opportunity for Borough there. Good opportunity. Borough, it's been few and far between, but Dustin Poirier gets to it, and there's another Southampton player rolling on the floor. This time it's Yanda. No, it's Matsuki, I should say. They're very Premier League ready, aren't they, Southampton? Very Premier League ready. Guys, I'm going to ask you now. Thank you so much, and I'd really appreciate if you could like the video. I don't know how you do it, but if you can hype it, that'd be even better. Apparently that helps on the old algorithm. So there you go. We've got nearly 500 of you watching. I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much, guys. We're going to be doing World Cup watch-alongs and playoff finals and all that sort of good stuff. So yeah, stick around. Yeah, good. Thanks, Lene. 15 quid for a takeaway now, cheaper to make your own. Lee, you got the ingredients to do it yourself, haven't you, mate? Alan Brown looks like he's coming on here. Boro with a really high press here. They're not allowing Southampton to play it out from the back, which Southampton want to do. To be fair, they've done half decent there in Daniel Peretz getting the ball forward, but it's intercepted again by Luke Ayling. I tell you who's gone very quiet, Riley McGree. By God, he's gone quiet. Finn says, who's just Dustin Poirier? Yeah, it's definitely him, mate. I mean, just look at his face. He is Dustin Poirier. He could be Dustin Poirier's brother. Sunderland fan here rooting for the Boro. James has not watched much champ this season, but the quality drop-off is much more than I thought. Yeah, Jamie, I think you bang on, mate. I think you bang on. I think there's probably a lot of cast-offs in the Premier League who get into these sides. Pretty spot on that, mate. Love a Thai green curry. Love this chat. Ball played in by Cienza. It's right on the keeper. Overhead kick. Tell you what, that nearly dropped, didn't it? Very nearly dropped. Ball played in again. Manning just kicks it wide. Wow, that was close. Very, very close, Ryan Manning. Good God, that was nearly 2-1. Southampton probably should be 2-1 up there. Southampton ball in here. Nearly 2-1. The pressure is increasing by the Saints, though. Ball played into the box again. Headed out by Malander. It's another corner. Southampton has got the second most goals from corners in the Championship this season. Something to bear in mind. Yeah, Gary, I'll be checking them out, mate. Be checking them out. Bolt says, want Boro to win. Southampton will be competitive in the Prem. They will be, yeah. They've got a good nucleus, haven't they? Boro have probably got a little bit more to do. Thanks, son. Thank you. Alfie says, would you keep Matteo or Joffy? Probably sell, mate. It's at that point, innit? It's at that point. No real... Well, Matteo, there's not been development this season, has he, on him? I don't think. There's obviously been that injury. He'll have to have rehab for that for quite a while. I'm not sure how serious... I don't know the serious extent of it, to be honest with you. But, yeah, Matteo... I don't know. Would we be able to sell him, or does he just need a serious amount of rehab? Joffy, I think we could definitely get Joffy off the books now. A lot of people talking about their favourite ball. Finn's asking, what do you think of the Chimaev fight con cap? Yeah, Finn, I couldn't believe it, mate. Stayed up to watch it. That's why I'm still recovering, mate. I'm still knackered from that. But, yeah, fair play to Strickland, although I'm not a major fan of Strickland, to be honest. But I'm not a massive fan of Hamzat either, so... Good to see you in here, Harvey. Yeah, good to see you in here, pal. All good. Yourself? Samuel says, I don't know what it is, but there seems to be an inevitability with Southampton like there is with City and getting these results. It feels it's coming, doesn't it? Feels like it's coming. And how much of a stomach pacer, or a heart pacer, I should say, would it be if it was someone like Finn Azaz getting that all-important goal? It just feels like Boro, after that first 20 minutes, it feels like it's been kind of all Southampton, really. Morgan Whittaker. They need to get Riley McGree more in the game. He was dictating it in the first 20 minutes. Morris has gone off it as well. I just want to see a final where it's Boro Hull, because I don't actually know who'll win that game. Obviously, Boro will be favourites, but I feel Southampton get through. Let's have a look at the Southampton Hull's results. I can't think of them off the top of my head. Hull, Southampton results. Hull have won both. Shows what I know. Hull have won both. McGree does well. The Aussie in the box, can't get a ball in. Marshalled out. Morgan Whittaker. That's a poor ball from Whittaker. Tried to play it through to Britain. Harris is Sunderland fan wanting Boro to win another 6 points. Yeah, I know, Finn. I know. Got to be careful with it, haven't you? What do you think of Nick Pope? No way, mate. It'd be a stinky signing. Stinky signing, Nick Pope at Premier League level for me. Just living off that name, isn't he? Luke Ayling strikes it with his left foot, not with any conviction. Still, they've got it though, Boro. Riley McGree, Strelic. There's nothing really for them to go at here, Boro. Riley McGree. Morris. Britton. Tommy Conway. Cutting inside. Good defending from Howard Bellis, I think it was, or James Bree. Oh, Fry's been robbed by Ross Stewart. He's been absolutely robbed. It's Leo Cienza. No, get up, mate. He's just always on his arse, him. He's always on his arse, isn't he, Leo Cienza? It's incredible, man. He's constantly looking to go down. Stays on his feet. He beats Luke Ayling there and gets a shot away. Just soft. Good decision by the referee. Ball played forward anyway, on the other side, and now that looked like a foul, I have to be honest. James Bree pulls back Tommy Conway there. No, I think now if you actually look at that penalty, Cienza he's always on his. He's so ready for the Premier League. That guy. Look at him here. So he goes up against it. Just take it round him. He's beating him. Oh God, it's a contact sport, Leo lad. It's a contact. I mean, Jesus. I mean, what is football coming to? There's so many soft asses. What is that? I'm so happy. That wouldn't get given in the Premier League. There's nowhere. That is, he's always on the floor, isn't he? Cienza is a good player, but he's always on the floor, isn't he? It's anything. It's any touch. He's waiting to go down all the time, and I hate that. When you've got as much pace as him, you're such a good ball carrier / dribbler, you don't need to do it. You've got the advantage of being a good football player, a very good football player at this level. He's always looking to go down. It just seems like some sort of prerequisite in his head. Matt Target, free kick for Boro, puts the ball in the mixer. Back post, Dale Fry again. Corner, big opportunity that. Big opportunity for the Boro. Dale Fry at the back post. He looked like he was going to leave that to go out for another corner, but good defending that. I think it was Yander. Done well there. Oh, sorry, it was Matsuki, I think it was. It's the most blatant push from Ayling. Surprise! I mean, that is staggering. Our Sky Sports journal. I mean, it's not a blatant push. He's got his arm out, and if Cienza's already waiting to fall down, it looks like more force on him. Cienza is waiting to go down. Ayling puts his hand out. You have to do that to generate some sort of physical competition in there. Which they just run past you. Honestly, some people have never played the game. I wonder if this Sky Sports journalist has ever played a game of football. So what does he do? Just let Leo Cienza run past him? I think people who think like that almost don't want shoulder barges in the game as well. Oh, he's definitely touched him with a shoulder barge. Yeah, well, that's part of the game. It's part of the game, mate. Do you know what I mean? It's just, oh, God. It's a contact sport. It's good. Honestly, there's going to be a time where I've said this before on the other channel. We're going to have to do like cooking with Connor. We're going to have to do some other sort of thing that we can get into. Crochet with Connor, cricket with Connor, something like that with a bit of alliteration. Do you know what I mean? Where we can just do something where we actually look at it and can respect it as a sport. Do you know what I mean? This is a team sport where it's supposed to invite competition. Yeah, you've got to have a bit of contact. No contacting sport. Like, it's too molecular. It's ridiculous. Friggin' ridiculous. Hey, Jack. Yeah, you're not wrong, Millwall. I'd probably go for, if I was to vote for like a northern stadium, it'd be Villa Park, even though Villa Park's Midlands, but I'd go for Villa Park as that. Flynn Downs is on. One team in Hampshire is absolutely, yeah, exactly. I can imagine who you want to win this game, pal. Crocheting with Connor. Yeah, definitely. Manning on the overlap, puts the ball into the box anyway. Ross Stewart tries to climb for it. Flynn Downs has come on, tackled immediately by Riley McGree, who plays an absolutely fantastic ball. 60-yard ball to Morgan Whittaker, spreads it. And there's an opportunity here for Boro. Morgan Whittaker on this left-hand side, going to cut in. Fucking hell, Whittaker. That is absolutely terrible. That looked like it was going nowhere near, but he's got a corner. He's quite lucky there. That looked awful. How's the game been? It's been a good game, mate. Been much better than last week at the Riverside. Much more, I wouldn't say even, but Boro have come back into it. But I think Southampton have looked the stronger team. I'd fear for Boro if this was going to go to extra time, to be honest. Whittaker. Aidan Morris. Cienza. He's on his arse again. He's on his arse again. Leo Cienza. There he goes. Oh, my God. Whittaker. Ball in. Cleared away. Dale Fry. Melander. Morris. Cienza's got back up, which is good. Target. Boro getting back into it. They just don't have a lot of threat. They miss Hackney massively. They might have to look at it, Alan Brown in a bit, to be honest. Oh, Luke Ayling nearly there at the back post. Daniel Peretz does well to claim it. Peretz looking for, I mean, Finn, you caught it. Oh, dear. How many likes have we got on this stream? Oh, we've got 600 of you in here. Love that, people. How many likes have we got? I'm just getting an advert. 590 of you in here. We're nearly at 14,000 subscribers, guys. Wow. 250 likes, and there's nearly 600 of you in here. That means not enough of you have liked the video. Neil says, how many football shirts do you have in your collection, Connor? I think 40. 40, I think, probably 40, 45. Cienza stays up, which is good. Oh, getting towards that 70th minute. I think this is going to be a bit of a humdinger of the last however many minutes, isn't it? Finn Azaz up against Dale Fry. Former teammates. Ross Stewart does really well. Really well. Flynn Downs on the ball here. A former playoff winner in Flynn Downs. Southampton just look like a big team, don't they? Flynn Downs. Yander. Finn Azaz. Shaping up. Blocked. He'd love a goal against his former team. The classic commentary. Holding says, Villa Park, my favourite. Tommy Conway's down. Oh, and he's don't look happy. Looks like he knows this is a problem, Tommy Conway. You don't want Tommy Conway going off. Oh, dear. But to be fair, that would mean Alan Brown comes on. Conway knows, doesn't he? That's clearly a reoccurring problem. Or he knows what that is. Like, it could be a hammy, it could be a quad. He knows that's it. I've done that on a football pitch before where you go down and you just go, bollocks. I'm done. Alan Brown, there you go. He's coming in. Leah, I appreciate that, pal. Yeah, the whole end's unbelievable. Jenny says, Ayling looks like the older lad when you go on holidays, young teens. Fair enough, Jenny. Michael says, who do you want to go up to the Premier? Sorry, I've just joined you. I've been to a church meeting, so thank you, Michael. Appreciate that. I would like Middlesbrough to get up there. I like Middlesbrough as a football club, as like an institution. I think, you know, I've said this multiple times, but I don't mind the Borough fans. I think they've got a good support network for the size of the place. I think their academy's excellent. I like Steve Gibson as a chairman, and I really like Kim Hellberg. So, yeah. I'd like Borough to be up there, and they remind me of Bielsa's Leeds. I'll be honest. They remind me a lot of Bielsa's Leeds. As Tommy Conway looks like he's going off here for Alan Brown, which is a big blow for Borough. This big blow. But yeah, I'd like Borough to go up, and then secondly, Secondly, Hull. Third, Southampton. Harvey said, I just got a signed Nonso shirt from Football Prizes. Good man. You could get a signed Joe Rodon shirt as well on the other channel, mate. In the YouTube description. You know what to do. The raffle link below issued. And it's not just that, mate. We've got all the giveaways on there. We've got a Lucas Radaby signed armband. We've got a Carl Darlow signed glove. Joe Rodon Poppy Appeal shirt from the Nottingham Forest game. It's all there for you, mate. Raffle on the other channel. Brown, the score of the great goal against Melee. Can't remember that. I can't. There's so many goals against Melee. I can't remember. I appreciate Senza is going down a lot, but you guys realize who he's against and how tall he is. I get that. It sounds like a bit of an excuse, that Josh. If he's good enough to stay on his feet, mate. I've been one of Leo Cienza's biggest fans this season, but in terms of going down, he's already got it in his mind that he's going to go down before he even gets to a man. For me, he's just a little bit soft. He doesn't need to go down a lot of the time for me. Do you have a Jack Harrison signed shirt? No. Surprisingly. Cheers, Finn. Appreciate the little advert there, mate. Yeah, £5 a ticket to get involved in the raffle on the other channel. The bundle's worth £700. Quite a lot of money. But you should get involved anyway. It's class. Very class. I'm very annoyed that I can't keep it off myself, to be honest. Especially as an OCD shirt collector. Southampton win a free kick. Oh, good lad, Brendan. I'm not sure yet, mate. I'm not sure. Maybe potentially Corfu. We'll have to wait and see. Tony says, if Boro get promoted, who would you have relegated from the Premier League next season? It's really lazy, mate, but Borokov and Ipswich currently. But a long way to go when it comes to transfer season. But yeah, Premier League's going to be a lot stronger next season, a hell of a lot stronger. Cienza, Flynn Downs. I think Cov have got the best chance, though, obviously, because they're scoring a hell of a lot of goals. It's going to extra time, this, innit? Fair enough, Finn. Cienza, there we go. Stays up. Wins a corner. Yeah, Palace could have a meltdown. There could be a lot of teams down there. Leeds, Sunderland, West Ham, if West Ham stay up. Brentford, potentially, if they get cherry-picked again. Who knows? Leo Senza, ball in. 75 on the clock. It's been a bit of a boring second half, to be honest. First half was miles better. Ball into the box, over the bar. Robert says, I'm a Boro fan here in Turkey for work. Sky isn't working. TalkSpot isn't working. So thank you. Thank you, Connor. No worries, Robert. Sorry if I'm not actually commentating on every sort of... It's quite hard to dictate watch-alongs. Because I don't want to just be like, ball in, over the bar. Anyway, we kick off again. You want to kind of make it slightly entertaining, answering the comments, doing stupid quizzes at halftime. You want to make it kind of entertaining. Do you know what I mean? So I don't just want to be doing the commentary. I know people don't like that, but it's quite difficult. It's quite difficult when it comes to the old watch-alongs to get it right for what people actually want. Some people genuinely watch because they can't get commentary. So apologies if I'm not doing the right sort of commentary on it. I'm trying my best. Matt Target, lovely ball down the left-hand side there. Riley McGree intercepted there by THB. Finazaz gets the ball, does really well. Bypasses Matt Target there. And that is a throw-in. Looked like a corner. Finazaz coming into the game a little bit more. Ryan Manning's been great second half, a bit slower. If Palace get Europa League, they could struggle. Yeah. Do you think Spurs or West Ham will be going down? Spurs, maybe 2 points said. I've got Spurs going down, mate. I've got Spurs going down, but I understand the logic in West Ham going down. The Spurs-Villa win was so big. Spurs-Villa win, and I can't help but think West Ham going to Brentford and losing 3-0 might come and bite them on the arse a little bit. That's fine, Rob. Cheers, mate. I get extremely stressed. I was just fluffing you up, to be honest, when it comes to Boro, because they remind me of my team under Bielsa, Boro under Hellberg. So it's a nice little compliment for you. But yeah, I think everybody in the chat seems to be rooting for Boro. Mate, it's just something different, isn't it? Something a bit different. And I like the way Boro play. Aidan Morris. Whitaker. Malanda. Oh, caught out a little bit here, but Malanda with a bit of a scissor tackle there, and I think he's going to get a yellow card here, potentially. Got caught out a little bit there, Malanda. It's thin as ours, but looks like they've got away with it. I think we're going to go to extra time here. Oh, Jenny, I didn't know you were an Everton fan. Yeah, Jack Harrison is awful. Sure, he's a really nice person, but yeah, awful. We found out at Everton twice. You guys got him back twice as well, by the way, on a loan deal. And Fiorentina, yes, guys, Fiorentina, the level they're at right now, even sent Jack Harrison back and didn't want anything to do with him. So there we go. Ball into the box. And that looks like it's a goal kick. Goal kick off Ross Stewart. Harrison says, as a neutral, I obviously want Spurs to go down, but getting knocked out makes me feel less sad about West Ham if they do go down. Still wanting the downfall. Are you a Millwall fan, Harrison? Thought the atmosphere was a bit subdued last night, Harrison, if I'm honest with you, mate. I watched the game back today. Don't know if you agree with that, but I know you were, Tim. As a neutral, I obviously want Spurs to go down. I can't tell if that's the Den. It looks like the Den, but it could also be QPR. I'm not sure in your profile picture. Any vids with Gio this week should be, mate, at some point. He's just going through a few personal bits at the minute. So, Digital says, any Bundesliga player you'd want to get in the summer, Connor? Oh, I'd have to think about that, mate. I'd have to have a think about that. I do remember 3 or 4 years ago, I was very hot on Jonathan Burkhart. But yeah, I'd have to go through that again, mate. There probably will be Bundesliga players that we target again with the Farker link, I think. Luke Ayling on the left-hand side here. And that is a throw-in to Boro. People worried about Hull going up, Andrew says. I think the only thing, Andrew, is you got to look, Hull will go up to come back down, and then they'll just be stronger. That's how I'd be looking at it anyway if I was a Hull City fan. That's how you got to look at it, mate. Oh, it's kicking off. It's kicking off. Oh, Larin as well on the bench. God, I forgot they've got Carl Larin on the bench, the Canadian. He's a good option, isn't he, Larin? Kicking off again. Morris is getting into it with Larin, with Cameron Archer there. I forgot about Cameron Archer as well. Got a few games. We need to see that again. Don't know what happened there. Josh says, do you still have a Patreon, mate? I do, mate, but I know it's Leeds heavy. It's not a... What's the ball boy doing? What the fuck is the ball boy doing? What has Aidan Morris done wrong there? What has Aidan Morris... Southampton are becoming quite unlikable here, aren't they? Like in this game in particular, look at him. That ball boy. What is he doing? What is he doing? That is crazy work from the ball boy. If you guys haven't seen that, the ball boy is basically just stopped. He wouldn't let Boro have the ball. So Target literally just stood there and went, can I have the ball? And the ball boy sat down with the ball like... The ego. Like, I know he's a young lad, but if I'm a young lad and I see a footballer, I'm like, yeah, oh yeah, there you go. There you go. You know, I wouldn't be keeping the ball. And then Aidan Morris just goes and takes the ball off him. And then he gets started on by all the Southampton players. It's not been a great look, has it? You know, Taylor Albert-Bell is saying what apparently allegedly he said to Luke Ayling. Leo Cienza falling all over the place consistently. And then Southampton players and ball boy just becoming slightly unlikable there. I'm sure he's a young lad. I'm sure he's very nice, but fucking hell, what was all that about? What was all that about? Unbelievable. The front on the kid to do that to a football player. Wow. Castledean's coming on. Yeah, he could have been, to be fair, hindsight, he could have been asked to do that. Could have been asked to do that. The ball boy, that is. Did it. Throw in. Boro making a few changes now. Kyle Larin's coming on. And I think it's Adoze as well. Adoze's coming on. Michael, I did keep it clean. I don't know what you mean. Did I say anything? What did I say? I said the front on him. Did I swear? I don't think I swore. Adoze and Larin coming on. Some really good changes there from Southampton. Very attacking. See, this is probably what Boro don't have now. This is the difference. This is the difference. If you've got Hackney on here, but being able to replace Stewart with Larin is a very good replacement. Cienza going off is interesting. Cienza going off for Adoze. I mean, it's not bad at championship level, is it? Up the Forest and Leeds, brothers in League One, Championship and Premier League. Yes, Andrew. Good to see you in here, pal. Good to see you in here. Conor, do you think Leeds have a good Yeah, I do, mate. I do. I think it was so important for Leeds to stay up. And I do now think that we will get to that point where I think the league will be weaker next season. So it's really important for Leeds. Really important staying up. Harvey says, Conor, are there any players you would take from relegated teams this season in the Premier League? It depends who's going down, doesn't it, mate? Depends who's going down. I remember the last Leeds Saints final. I do, mate. I was there. Another fun game where Leeds don't score a goal at Wembley. And it's a free kick to Southampton. It's a poor tackle that from Riley McGree on Finn Azaz. Toffee, says Harry. I don't buy into that slink when it's like you shouldn't buy relegated players. Rafinha nearly got relegated with Leeds. Would you have not bought him if he got relegated? Like, come on. Some top players have been relegated before in football history. Ball about to be played into the box here. Harvey says, Finn Azaz looks like Luke Humphries. He does. Oh, corner. Headed out by Malander. It's a corner to Southampton now. Corner to Southampton. We'll get into the last 4 minutes, I should say. Excluding extra time. Nearly 700 of you in the chat. Please make sure you slap on a like on the video. Hype the video if you would, everybody. Really, really means a big difference to the channel. And I'll do this a lot more if you want me to do like World Cup watch-alongs and stuff. Bree puts the ball into the mixer. Good head. To be fair, on a whole, Boro have defended really well against this team. But Southampton are a tall team. They look like a big set of units. You even look at Adoze here, the winger who's come on. He looks about 6 foot. Bree goes home. Daniel Peretz. Closed down by Morgan Whittaker. Nathan Wood holds it. I was about to say Cienza there. It's not Cienza. Flynn Downs. Exactly, Chris. Grealish relegated. 100%. Ampadu 3 relegations when he came to Leeds. He's been Leeds' best player. One team in Hampshire. Hype, hype, hype. I know you watch the other videos now, mate. Dustin Poirier having a stinker. He actually backing to win, Connor. Boro, I'm guessing. Backing. Oh, yeah, I'd like Boro to win. But Robert says, boring second half. It has been, mate. It has. It's not been a great second half, to be honest. The first half was brilliant, end to end. Little scraps. It was brilliant. A lot of entertainment. Yeah, this has been just like a war of attrition, this. Ayling's going to shepherd this out, I think. Goal kick to Boro. Thanks, Tao. So after this has been done, make sure you hype the video, guys. Thank you, Tao. Who do you think wins this? I'm still going Southampton. I think Southampton still win it. What do you reckon? Ruben says, would you ever do a proper football live? Probably should do, mate. Shouldn't we? Probably should do. Yeah, probably should do. We should have done the playoffs, to be honest with you. But me and Callum were booked for Betfred for these watch-alongs for the playoffs. I was for Hull and Millwall. Cal's doing tonight, I think. So it makes it a little bit more difficult to get us all together. Oh, Larin. Dale Fry intercepted Finazar's really good tackle by, guess who? Aidan. Brilliant Aidan Morris. Absolutely class. Absolutely class from Aidan Morris. Just mopping up the danger in there and winning his side a free kick in a really pressurized moment there. Excellent from the American. When do you think Leicester will be back in the Prem? Good God. How long's a piece of string? I think it'll be a while, mate. I think it'll be a while. Sunderland fans putting Ballard in the chat for some reason. Tony says Leicester back in the Prem in 3 years. Tony, are you a Leicester fan? Or just plain deluded? Or do you not watch football? Good God. If you think Leicester are going to be back in 3 years, mate, fair play to you. Harrison Clark says, Pompey fan giving it large in the chat. 6-1, mate. You ours. I absolutely love that. I don't think there's any beef between QPR and Pompey, but QPR fans shouting out the Pompey fan. Little breakaway here by Southampton. Larin shot. Good save. Little bit of action at long last. Good save there by Son Bryn. Nice little breakaway there. I think it was from Yander. Then he just slipped it in to that corridor of uncertainty, and Larin should have done better there. He's hit it straight at Sol Bryn there. Sonny says, what's all this about Howard Bellis and Ayling? I think apparently he said something, mate, quite discriminatory about Ayling, and obviously you would likely think that it's probably about his speech impediment. So, yeah, Ayling wasn't happy. Which, if it's so, it's a bit unclassy, isn't it? A bit uncouth. Oh, Dale Fry looked like he might have clipped Larin there. Oh, that's a big decision. Ball played round the side there into the channel, roofed up in the air. I tell you what, that could be a pen. It's not going to be. No, it's not. It's not. Good spot by the referee. Dale Fry looks hurt there, though. I think he's jarred his leg on the come down. Ball played over the top. Larin. Oh, that's nasty. That's nasty on Dale Fry. He's landed awkwardly. Oh, I don't want to see that again. He's jarred his leg. Dale Fry. To be fair, it wasn't a penalty. Good shout by the referee. It looked it, but he's not contacted with this. I mean, there's a little bit of contact. Yeah, that didn't look good on Dale Fry. He jarred his leg. Ball was played all the way round. It's an excellent ball. I think it was Taylor Howard-Bellis. He's got it about 50 yards in the air. It's come down with snow on it. And it's turned Boro around completely. And Larin looked like he just got his foot ahead of Dale Fry there. And it looked like Dale Fry clipped him in the box, but got away with it. That's a nasty one, that. Oh, cheers, Jose. Boro fan watching from France, can't get a stream, working on 4G up hills. This is torture. Good stuff, man. What you doing? What you doing in France? Got a few Boro fans abroad. Yeah, that looked tetchy, that one. Taylor Howard, Bellis and Ayling kind of talking again there. Looks like the friends again now. Looks like Ayling's forgiven Howard Bellis there. Yeah, extra time, this, isn't it? Yeah, Robert Duboff, I don't know. He jarred his leg there, Dale Fry. Sam says, Connor, what do you think about Openda? Output hasn't been great this season, but never mind. Prem move. Yeah, it's between us and, well, according to reports anyway, mate, it's between us and I think it's Coventry, isn't it, for Openda, but there's been so many rumours about him for years, mate. Doing the rumour mill, he's been linked with Leeds for about 4 years now, Openda. Yeah, not sure, mate. You'd want someone maybe a little bit more established. Been working on super yachts. Good lad, Paradise. Ducky Benoit says, Connor, who's the best player to have ever been relegated from the Prem? There's been some good names put in the chat there. Look at this geezer here with the binoculars. Right, we're getting to 95 minutes. Yeah, Chris, I was trying not to be too harsh then, but I wouldn't be. Oppenda's probably not one I'd be looking at, to be honest. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Oh, I'll tell you what, Castledine nearly just got past Nathan Wood there. But I'm trying to think about it now. I've just been racking my brains. Best ever player to probably be relegated, I would say, would have been Roy Keane. Surely. I can't believe the ref's given a foul on a dozy there. He's a poor ref, he's poor ref, isn't he? Talking Balls just said, just found this channel quality. Thanks, pal. I'm a West Ham fan, so I look forward to playing whoever loses this next year. You'll stay up, mate. Don't worry. We've still got faith. Lions. Yeah, I'm not sure Openda would be the one for me. Hindsight says, did Forrest go out? Yeah, I think it was 92, 93, wasn't it? But yeah, I'd probably say he was the best player to have ever been relegated, in my opinion, anyway. Ball played in. Ryan Manning, lovely ball in, headed out by Dale Fry, I think it was, or I don't know if he's back on the pitch here. Southampton win it back anyway. Ball played in by Adozie, flicked on. And Boro get it. Maybe one last attack. Morris. He's done well there, Morris again. I love Aidan Morris, as you can probably tell. Southampton look like they've just got that extra gear, though. Juninho, it's a good shout. Over Keane? Over Roy Keane? Look, I don't like Keane. I'm a Leeds United fan. I don't like Roy Keane. Juninho? Look, dazzling football player. I mean, we're playing Boro playing here, so I can imagine why Juninho's been shouted, but I think there's a fair few ahead of him. You forget Carrick, Defoe, Joe Cole all got relegated with West Ham in that 42-point season as well. Nah, I think I'd probably have all four of them over Juninho, to be honest. Juninho was dazzling, we all know that, but nah, best player to have ever been relegated, I'd still go Keane, I think. So throw in Southampton. Why do you want to clip me saying Irons? I just love like those things. You know, it's like you ours. I think it's because Leeds just don't have that. QPR fans, you ours. Lions. I don't know why. Maybe I just like blurting out like one syllable, sort of like guffy chants. Like it's like that. It's like the other one, like I always say on here. It's like Mel. Oh, a Dozy robs Malanda there. Cleared up there by Dale Fry. Poor from Malanda there. Dozy's made a difference when he's come on. He's had a real sort of layer of speed. One more chance here. No, it's not. It is extra time. Extra. I don't think Mike Loam was ever relegated, was he? Unless he was relegated for Stoke. But I don't think he was in that team. Right, guys, I'm just going to nip for a quick toilet. Ugh. I can't believe I'm backing this, but did Rio Ferdinand did Rio get relegated? Yeah, Harrison, he was awful for you, wasn't he? Rio Ferdinand. Was that under Harry Redknapp? It's got to be Keane. You can't say it's not Roy Keane. It's got to be. Has 7 Premier League trophies, 4 FA Cups, a Champions League, 4 Team of the Years. You can't. I don't care how nostalgic you are about Juninho's tricks and skills and how good he was in terms of the best player. The best player. Absolutely has to be. Don't count Keane too early. What do you mean? It was 92, 93. Still Premier League. Right. We are going to extra time, people. By the way, there's absolutely no way Morgan Whittaker makes Premier League, is there? There's no way. Morgan Whittaker's Premier League. Ravanelli. Oh. You shouldn't be able to put that in the chat. I need to ban. In fact, I'm going to ban that name. I'm literally banning that name from the channel. Studio. Scott Wotton. There you go. Scott Wotton's name, apparently in the next 15 minutes, is going to be banned from this channel. You can't take me back there, mate. You cannot take me back to that day. Those days. Oh, God. Marcelo, thank you. Thank you for bringing us hope, joy, prosperity. The match momentum is telling us that Southampton have had the better of it in this game. Aldworth says, Sunderland fan here, some big names in the Newcastle relegated team when Shearer was manager. Duff, Owen Viduka, Carroll. Yeah. But Keane, are we all agreeing it's Keane? I don't like Roy Keane. He played for a team that I don't like, but it's got to be Roy Keane. Has to be. Scott won. No. Not going back there. Not going back there. Some of you neutral fans, you just won't get it. Some of you might be too young to get it, but Leeds, some of you older lot, Leeds in my teenage years, oh, the names that give me nightmares still. Nightmares. Who of the Leeds fans in here remembers Scott Wotton's own goal against Watford on the last day of the season? Good God. Good God. One of the worst players I have ever seen. And there was so many of them in that team. So many of them over the years. Oh God. Don't ever bring me back there, please. Right. We're in extra time, people. Boro kicking off. Here we go. Let's not get into this. Yes, I agree. It's Roy. He's a Cork legend. Okay, have to judge the player at the time he was relegated. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, if we're judging it on when the player was relegated, fair enough. Oh. Yeah, Callum, that's true. That is true. I've still got a few of them, actually. Thank God for Cellino and not trusting sponsors. The dark days, people. The dark days. The dark days were never over. Anyway, Boro with the throw in here. Callum Britton over it. Launches it. Laren looks good since he's come on. Britton puts it in. Cleared again. This just stinks of penalties, doesn't it? It's been a pretty poor second half, I'll be honest. Really poor second half, actually. Laren's actually probably been the spark that's ignited the second half a little bit. Adozie. God, he's just all legs, isn't he? Britton does well. It's not a foul. Referee's giving us a foul. Good God. Can't do anything, can he? Yellow card. Here's one. Who's the worst ever? You have to put your club in. You have to put your club in. And it's all respectful. It's just a bit of fun. But who's the worst player? The worst player and the best player you've ever seen at your football club. There you go. So put your club in and then the best and the worst player. Ball in. Save that. Solbrin. Well, cons, I'd take that, mate. I'd absolutely take that. Adozie. Nice holdings. Nice. For years, I thought Les Ferdinand was his brother, but I think he's his cousin, isn't he? I think Rio and Anton are brothers, and Les is the cousin. I didn't realise that. Leicester, worst Daka, best Mahrez. West Ham, worst player, Kral. God, Kral. Johannes Ertel and Matty Taylor. One team in Hampshire, Matty Taylor. How good was he in the Prem? Proper Barclays, Matty Taylor, wasn't he? What was the half volley he scored from like inside his own half? Oh, Matty Taylor used to got some bangers, didn't he? That left foot. Let's have a look. Talking Ball says worst. It's got to be Kilman on it. Kilman is so bad. The Canio, yeah. Fair play. Ball played in. Oh, like an opportunity there for Castledine. Leeds worst Adrian. Dakara, Rafinha. Hindsight says Villa, Grealish, and Rudy Gusted. You know, he's like Blackburn's recruitment director now, isn't he? Sunderland, best Lafay, worst Josh Scowen, formerly of Barnsley's parish. I've got weird EFL knowledge. Josh Scowen, good God. Did Sunderland buy him from Barnsley? I'm sure they did. Sunderland, George Lee Fields. I presume you mean Enzo Lafay and Dobson. Roque Jr. Leeds, Rafinha, worst Edgar Channy. Good God. Kilman, yeah, Kilman's getting a lot. Sunderland's worst, Jack Rodwell, best Enzo. A lot of you are saying Enzo for Sunderland. Villa worst. Was he Sonny? Oh, Sonny was unbelievable for us. He's outrageous for us. He's good for Fulham as well, wasn't he? I think he just died at Villa a bit. Pele too was an Irons fan. Against Everton and Sunderland was his best goals. He'd shoot from anywhere. Yeah, Matty Taylor was a good player. Really good player. Pompey have had a few good players, to be fair. Few good players. You look at that Premier League team. My God. Yakubu, Kanu, Muntari, Diarra, Sol Campbell, Hamidison, or Haridison, I should say. Matt Target, Glenn Johnson, another one. Sunderland can't stand Diarra this season. Yeah, it looks like he's been a bit of a dud by, doesn't he? Leicester fans saying Patson Daka, complete mate. He is. How shockingly bad is he? How much did Leicester buy him as well for from like RB? Was it like 27 million? God, he was bad. Best Kasper Schmeichel, some people are saying for Leicester. Oh, Uninook. Oh my God, I'm getting PTSD. Western McDonald's. Merson. Lee Camp. Yeah, Lee Camp. You're all enjoying this, aren't you? Harrison says QPR, best in recent years, Tarap. Oh my God, what a player. Adel Tarap, what a player. Oh my God. If some of you weren't old enough, go back and watch clips of Adel Tarap. He ended his, I don't know if he's still playing Tarap, but he was, I think it was like not long ago where he's matured a little bit. And he was like 33 and he was playing in like Benfica's centre midfield, just dictating it. He was so good, Tarap. Cheat code in the Championship. Too many stinkers to fit the word limit. I'm trying to think of QPR. Do you know what I'd put in for QPR? Let me think. It was got to be that Harry Redknapp era on it when you were in the Prem. Oh, what's his name? Oh, what's his name? I can see him. I can see the QPR player. Was he a right back? Help me out. QPR's worst ever player. It's got to be that absolutely awful Harry Redknapp team who chucked it in and they're all getting paid so much money. I feel like there was a big one. Maybe a defender. There's a big one. Not Asuakoto. Not Ferdinand. Obviously not like Clint Hill or anything. I can't think. Samba was bad, wasn't he? Yeah, Collier, QPR is a player as well. I like Boro as well. Chris Samba. It wasn't him, though. There was another one. Was it Samba? I feel like it wasn't. I'm not seeing Samba. But Samba was bad, wasn't he? Dunn. Nah, it's never done, is it? It can't be done. Richard Dunn was all right. Larin puts the ball in. It's a corner again for Southampton. Feels like Boro have just been defending corners for the entire game. Guys, do me a favor. Slap a like on the video as well. Thank you so much. How many have we got in the building? This is how dead the second half's been, by the way. We've just been going best and worst players. Nearly 700 of you in the building. Chimbonda. It could be Chimbonda. It could be Chimbonda. Basingwa. Is it Basingwa? Was it Basingwa? Oh. QPR wages. Basingwa. I swear it could have been Basingwa. Obviously, we knew Basingwa was at Chelsea, but I just remember him getting fined. I think there was a couple of occasions where he was fined by QPR and he was awful in that like season when they went down. He just chucked it in. He completely chucked it in, Basingwa. He was awful. The monobrow, yeah, he was so bad, Basingwa. Just remember he just chucked it in. Do you remember that one where did he get sent off for like kicking someone in the back when they were trying to defend the ball in like the corner? He was Jose Basingwa. Look, I'm not talking about his time at Chelsea, but wow, at QPR, he was bad. Headed in. Oh, just over the bar by Nathan Wood there. Good opportunity there for Southampton from the corner. I feel like one of these is going to go in for Southampton. Chimbonda. But Basingwa had a bit hard to be Basingwa. Brighton fan, we've got a Brighton fan in here. Brighton fan, best ever player was probably Pascal Gross. Worst say Elvis Manu. I kind of vaguely remember Elvis Manu, but Pascal Gross, yeah, great shout. What a player he is. Love Gross. Headed on goal. Oh, opportunity for Southampton. Doesn't fall for Manning. Goes again. Plays the ball back out wide. Shot on goal. Good save. Oh, my God. I can't believe that. Is that Nathan Wood? Nathan Wood, as the ball's gone through him, it was a tap-in. From South Boro they've got to really try to keep a lid on these set pieces. Southampton are getting closer. They've already scored from one. Boro look tired. Boro are getting a bit, yeah. Sunderland worst Andy Cole, best Enzo Lefebvre. Worst ever player to play for England. They've done a team. I'll give you John Fashion. Jeff Thomas Palace, yeah. John Fashanu. Conu's the worst. Oh my God, the worst player to ever play for Leeds. Good God. If there are Leeds fans in here, you'll this is trauma for me. This is trauma. Worst ever Leeds player. God, I've hated so much. Honestly, I can't tell you how much visceral hatred which turned into apathy because I just didn't care anymore when I was a teenager because I hated them all so much. Who did I hate? Oh, so many of them. The worst player. Good God. Do you know what I'm going to say? And you're probably going to be quite surprised by it. He came with such potential. We had no hope because we were absolutely dog muck for so many years. He came with so much potential and he was one of the worst footballers I've ever seen put on a white shirt. He was so bad. The Championship Yaya Toure, Jimmy Kebe. Oh my God, he was awful. Awful. I mean, defend Scott Wotton. Good God, he was tragic. Do you remember Jason Pearce? Fucking hell. I think we got him from Pompey as well. He was all right for Pompey. He was garbage. Garbage. Ball played in there. And I think that is a goal kick. No, it's not. It's been played on by the referee here. Yander. Flynn Downs. Great interception there by Target. They can't. Oh, Castledine. Oh, he's got to hold that up. Hasn't held it up. And it's just coming back. It's just coming back. Adozie, thin as as, blocked. Boro defending well, but it's coming back again, fellows. Flynn Downs. Flynn Downs again. Whipped in. Cleared. The referee has been killing us all game. The goal, the penalty appeals is non-stop. Yeah, 100%. Best player. I don't like to say it. But Harry Kewell. Best player I've ever seen. Pips Rafinha just. And I know I've said sometimes Rafinha's the best player I've ever seen. But yeah, I just don't like saying Harry Kewell, but it's Harry Kewell. Closely followed by Viduka, but Kewell was a joke. Kewell was the original Bale. Honestly, he was. That's how good he was. Then he went to Liverpool and was an absolute scumbag going there. Then he was an even bigger scumbag going where he went. But yeah, he was. It was never the same. Even there, Leeds, he was literally world class at Leeds. When I'm putting him above Rafinha, you know how good he was. So yeah, I'd probably go. That's what I'd probably say. I'd probably say worst Jimmy Kebe, tripe, and then yeah, that's what I'd probably go if I go Harry Kewell. James says, my wife is QPR and Boro. When we got married, we had the club badges on our soles of our feet. So that when we knelt at the altar, we both had our personal stamp on it. That's quite unique, James. Did that hurt, that tattoo, by the way? I've just got some tattoos here. Wait. Here, and here. And I'm in a lot of pain. I didn't expect them to hurt this much. It's like 3 or 4 days afterwards. I'm thinking, am I having an allergic reaction to the ink? I'm not really sure. Yeah, yeah. Some funny players coming in here from all clubs. It's just funny players coming in here. Tense this, isn't it? It's going to pens, it feels. As a Brighton fan, I'm curious as what's going on with Buonanotte. Has he been bad? Why isn't he playing? He's not favoured, mate. He's not favoured. It's a shame, really, because I was really excited when we got him in. I don't think he's been fit as well, to be honest, mate. That is half time, by the way, and extra time. Half time. And I wouldn't say it's been pulsating. It feels like it's been again a game of I don't know, like real half chances. Mm, mm, mm. Alfie says, who do you think replaces John Mousinho as Pompey boss? Oh, mate, to be honest, do you know what I'd go for if I'm you as Pompey? I'd go for Scabala at Lincoln. Honestly, that is a step up. Of course, it's Pompey's a step up from Lincoln. I know Lincoln's a very well-run club, but I think Pompey's still a well-run club. I couldn't believe Mousinho left. He's going to Bristol City, and he'll end up going Bristol City. But that's what I'd do. I'd go for Scabala. I think that'd be a class appointment. Love his style of football. And he's been so good for Lincoln. So good for Lincoln. Such an impressive manager. If I'm Pompey, I'm approaching Scabala right now. I know Lincoln have got promoted. Is that realistic? I see Pompey as a much bigger club than Lincoln. It's a step up. Better players. Alex says, as a whole fan, mate, I hope you do it, Alex. I do. I know I'm going on about. I know I've said Boro, but it'd be great to have Yorkshire representation up there. To be honest, and if you, yeah, I'd take Hull up there. I wouldn't be disappointed with Hull up there. Sarmiento's come on. Scoobs. Sarmiento's on. Is Scabala going Bristol City? I thought Mousinho was going Bristol City. Scabala said no if they approached him. I thought they were. So Scoob said no. As Scoob said no, then they're going after Mousinho. Then they're going after Mousinho, Bristol City. All right. Okay. Scoob said no. Scabala going Bristol City. All right. Yeah, Millwall would have been funny if they'd have come up, to be honest. But now we might get Millwall and West Ham in the champ. Worst case scenario, which would be cinema. Absolute cinema. Logan, that must be so weird. That must be so weird. Logan, you're not like the only person I've seen say that about Scoobs being the PE teacher at school. That is so bad. Imagine that. Oh my god. So this is Whittaker winner, 117th minute. Nyron Nosworthy. God, Nyron Nosworthy. Noel Hunt as well. Great shout. Blech. Adozie on the ball anyway on this left-hand side. Great tackle, Alan Brown. Brilliant tackle, and Adozie's rolling round on the floor again. Excellent tackle. Whittaker. Got to hold that ball up, Whittaker. He looks tired. Boro looked tired. Apparently, Bristol have activated the release clause for Lincoln manager, is what I've heard. Class appointment, that. Although it never works for Bristol City, does it? I thought Struber was a good man. I thought Struber would have been a really good appointment for Bristol City. It's just not worked out. Those at his shoulder, I think. Roslan says, Brighton fan here. We're getting some Brighton fans tonight. Good to see you guys. You should keep an eye on De Kuiper. I've heard from someone you guys are thinking of getting him on loan just the same way you guys. Roslan. Mate, if that's... I shouldn't have read that out, should I, mate? I should have messaged you directly. De Kuiper, yes, please. Yes, please. Interesting with him being alone because I don't know how that would work because Goodmanson is our starting left wing back. If De Kuiper was to come, Leeds would surely get him on a permanent, but in rotation, I don't know how that would work because De Kuiper would obviously have to start for Leeds, and he wouldn't. I don't think ahead of Goodmanson. Goodmanson's been unbelievable. He's been so good, so good. So De Kuiper just wouldn't get first team minutes at Leeds. So I don't know. Trigger the clause, but he's likely to reject it. Loyal guy, I suspect. Yeah. Hey, Mark. Good to see you in the building. Whittaker is utter rubbish. Yeah, he's garbage, mate. He's never making that step up. He's not garbage, but he's not a Prem player, is he? He's again one of those nearly men. Oh, Josh reckons Jack Clark. Josh, are you a bit of a young'un, mate? Sound like a young'un, mate. You might not have seen Harry Kewell. Josh, my assignment for you tonight is not to get triggered by the fact that Harry Kewell left us for the dark side, but go and just watch some of Harry Kewell's goals. It's my assignment for you tonight, Josh. Go and watch some of Harry Kewell's goals. I want you to have a look at the one at Arsenal, the one against Roma in the UEFA Cup. I want you to have a look at his goal against Sheffield Wednesday. And I want you to have a goal again. I want you to have a look at his goal against Aston Villa at Ellen Road. I want you to just do that as an assignment for me tonight, Josh. Ridiculous football player. Joke of a football player. I'll always say this, the original Gareth Bale. Vuskovic from Southampton, from Connor, from Spurs if they go down. Viduka Boyahart, yeah. Hopefully Leicester can beat Barnsley just for Fowler's reactions. It's corner to Southampton again. I think they've had about 14. How many corners have they had? Let's see on. They've had 11 corners now. Kubalai, I will, mate, but I'll support the opposite team. Alfie, thoughts on Terry Devlin linked to West Ham? West Ham. Wrexham. Might be West Ham next year. Terry Devlin, surely no more than 6. But massive, massive fan of Terry Devlin. Huge fan. Pompey fans in the chat as well should be excited by him, surely. Larin. A dozy shot on goal. I can see Whittaker getting snapped up by Wrexham. Well, especially if a certain Josh Windass goes to Sheffield United. Manning on the ball. Cuts inside. Great tackle, Matt Target. Brilliant tackle. Target gets it again. Alan Brown. Lovely ball up to Castledine. Can he hold on to it? Just get into the corner, Castledine. Have a go. Sarmiento ahead of him. Whittaker, they've just got no forward presence at all. Oh, God. Boro up front are smelly. Boro up front are smelly. There's just no potency up there. I didn't mean West Ham. I meant Wrexham. I went Wrexham, one team in Hampshire. I just said West Ham was on the mind. Southampton's defense is too good here, and I think Boro just need a set piece here, don't they? Or something. Oh, Tony, do you know what, mate? I didn't see Tony Yeboah. I was too young. I was too young for Yeboah. Yeah, Windass at Sheffield United. Target to whip this ball in anyway. Ball in. Oh, headed on. Oh, Dale Fry nearly at the back post there. Nearly at the back post. He sort of like halted his run there. Perez catches it. 8 minutes left on the clock. Boro to win on pens. Millwall says, from what I see online, the most disliked ex-player seems to be John Terry. Rio for me, mate. Rio does not do your head in. Rio Ferdinand does my tits in. Who's giving him a podcast mic? He's headed the ball too many times. Do you know what I mean? He's like 43 years old and still talks like he's 18. He's just, yeah. Sam says, what was the first Leeds kit you had? I can tell you the first two kits I had. My first kit was an Argentina 2002 shirt, I think. 2002 shirt. And then Leeds. Do you know, it's only been later, mate, that I've started collecting shirts. I never used to be like a kit man when I was a kid, weirdly. So I'd probably say one of the later ones, to be honest. Opportunity. Azaz. Good stop by Solbrin. Probably say Packard Bell Blue, I think. I just lost it for years. Packard Bell Blue with Michael Bridges number 8 on the back. That was my first ever Leeds shirt. Up the Boro, says James. Rio is so Rio's just like he's just insufferable, isn't he? Like, imagine, it sounds awful, but imagine if you're just his kids listening to him sometimes. It's like, Dad, just relax, mate. Shut up. Apparently his kid's a really good football player, isn't he? Ball into the box of Dozy. Oh. Boro defending the box really well, to be fair. They've just got nothing going forward. Castledine on the counter. Bit of a transition. Oh, Castledine, play the ball earlier. What a tackle by Flynn Downs. Castledine, Boro fans, what are you thinking on Castledine in general? I'm just not there with him. I'm not there with him. Got to do better there, man. What a ball in that is by, man. No, it's not. It's a terrible ball. Who are you backing on pens, Connor? Annoyingly, Southampton, mate. I just think they've probably got more technical players, and Perez is just a unit. I back Perez to save more penalties than Solbrin. I can still see like Perez getting. I mean, it's just what Boro have got on the pitch. Adozie. I mean, Boro are clearly paying for pens as well, by the way. Adozie headed out again by Dale Fry. Raya, I know which one you mean as well, mate. I know exactly which one you mean, Bridges. I loved Bridges when I was a kid. Absolutely loved him. Yanda's got cramp. Yanda's got cramp in the middle of the pitch. Ball in. But all players just want they just want full time, don't they? Ball played in again. Dale Fry away. Nathan Wood. Manning again. Yanda's still down. Adozie hits the byline. Ball in. Oh, Dale Fry's fallen. Larin cleared. Bloody hell, Dale Fry. He's got cramp. Dale Fry's got cramp now. That's why he went down. Howard Bellis keeps it alive. All the players have got cramp here at the minute. Ball been played in. Shea Charles has scored. Oh, no, it's heartbreak for Boro. And Southampton have won it. Boro, but they're all hobbling round Boro. You've had Dale Fry with cramp. You've got Ayling with cramp. Castledean's just gone down with cramp. Oh, that's it. That's it. Southampton are at Wembley again. Wow. Fair play, Southampton. They've been the better team. They've been the better team. Heartbreak for Boro. Absolute heartbreak. But you have to say it's probably... They've been hanging on Boro for the entire second half. They've just not got enough. They've just not got enough. And it's Shea Charles again. I mean, Shea Charles, I think has he started the game? Shea Charles, another one, he's got cramp. He's only a young buck. Wow. I mean, that is a crap goal as well. It's not Shea Charles' fault. Dale Fry goes down with cramp. Ayling's got cramp. They're both feeling the hamstring. You've never seen anything like it. Two centre-backs are both feeling the hamstring as the ball's coming in. Shea Charles just gets it out wide, cuts in on his left foot and puts a cross in. It goes through everybody and is in the back of the net. Oh, it's such a bad goal to concede from a Boro perspective. It's gone all the way through. It's a simple just cross in, looking for a number 9. Fry's not touched it. I think Sol Bryn expects Fry to touch it. It's back of the net. It's game over. It's game over. Cruel. Really cruel. Who's 6? Fry, shocker. Yeah. Yeah, that's... come on, Hull. Up the Hull. all of them are done, aren't they? It's a cross that's just gone in. You're right. Yeah, it's a cross. Southampton right at the death. Gutting for Boro. Gutting for Boro, that. Oh, dear. 28 and a half on the clock. Fair play to Southampton, though, to be fair. Fair play to Southampton. I don't know why my score aren't updated yet, but... Oh, it's because I'm still on extra time break. Sorry. Yeah, Harrison's like, how long have we got left, Connor? Sorry, mate. I've actually forgotten to start the second half counter. So, 2-1. 5 left, I think. Absolute sink's got to go at it now. Up the Football League we go. Shea Charles. Blaze says, I'm so gutted for Boro. Newcastle and Sunderland would love you back in the Prem. Imagine if it's 2-2. Boro fans gutted. To be fair, Southampton have deserved it, lads and lasses, haven't they? They've deserved it. You've got to say they've deserved it. They've just not got enough, have they? Who's come on now? Is that Sane? I think Sane's just come on, hasn't he? Yeah, you got to say well done to Southampton. Ayling's gone off. Hanson's come on. It's bouncing at St Mary's. It's bouncing. Sarmiento. Yeah, Millwall. Yeah, same here, man. Boro just don't have enough ideas in the fight. Yeah, they just don't, do they? Sané, ball in again. Behind everyone, chance. That Brown, pass it. Why aren't he frigging passing it? Oh, God. Alan Brown had the opportunity to just pass it. He had the opportunity to pass it to Callum Britton. He's ignored Callum Britton. Callum Britton's gone mental. Britain's just called someone a fat C-U-N-T. He's just called someone a fat C-U-N-T. Oh, God, that's hilarious. just said that to someone in the crowd. Oh, dear. Britain on it. Britain from the back looks like Tarkowski. It's the haircut, I think. Matt Target. Ball in. Oh, dear. Britain's gone for it. Volleyed it wide. Desperate. Hellberg. I wonder if Hellberg will be there next year. That Boro fan dressed up in leaves looks like a right knob now, doesn't he? Does anybody else hate that chant? I hate when Spurs sing it as well. Oh, when the Saints, oh, when the Spurs. It's a long drawn out song, isn't it? Southampton. Perrett's getting booked, I think. Southampton Hull final, eh? And we'll be covering it here on the Conor McGilligan channel. Don't you worry, people. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Boro have to score. They've got to score now. Whittaker. Britain. Oh, dear. Castledine, what a dead sub he's been. Whittaker shoots. Sarmiento blocked. Britain. Corner, I think. It's a corner, Boro. Solbrin's gone up. Bryn's up there. Terrible ball in. Fucking hell. Is that Morgan Whittaker? Of course it is. What an awful ball in that was. Awful ball in by Whittaker. Whittaker couldn't beat the first man. Incredible. It's all a bit chaotic now. Finazaz. Oh, this ref's having an absolute stinker. It's having an absolute stinker. Oh, dear. Yeah, fair enough, James. Fair enough, mate. Broken, says Mark. Yeah, I can imagine this is hard, pal. Well, I don't need to imagine. I've done it multiple times. I've done it against Southampton as well. It's never good. Free kick, Southampton. Stan says, let's effing go. Malanda goes long. Boro just don't have enough, do they? Not got enough quality. Britain's got it. Oh, what's going on? Game stopped. Don't know what's happened there. Kyle Larry's just got another yellow card. Or a yellow card, I should say. Well, this is it. Last chance saloon for Boro. This is it. Last kick of the game. It feels like last attack. Free kick put in. Nodded on. Chance. Oh, Jesus. Good God. Who is that? Hansen just glazes it over the bar. And Southampton haven't done it yet. They haven't done it yet, but they are in the playoff final. There you go. AM94 is still saying Ballard. Cheers for the stream, mate. Catch you next time. Guys, listen. Hope you enjoyed this. Let us know in the future if you want some more watch-alongs. Do me a favor, slap a like on the video. Hype it after it as well. Unlucky to Boro.